Hi YouTube, it's Ty. Definitely a late start today. Had to get some things situated with my dogs, and I was trying to get some details on a couple of last stories so that I could have a full stream today. Got a late start on putting everything together, and then I just part of it was because I didn't really see anything happening all week in the news. But I'm getting myself set up so that I can see the screen come in. Hey, Poetry. Hey, I'm late, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I'm guessing that you gave me the thumbs up, so I appreciate you for that because I don't see anybody else in here yet. So let me get myself set up. Thank you for that second thumbs up, whoever that was. Hi, Bobby. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Lady B. Thank you for being here. I'm getting myself set up so that I can see the comments come in on the screen. Let me see here. Get to my videos. Hey, Nay West. Haha. Long hair, don't care, girl. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay. I'm not assigning any mods right now, Bobby. I will let you know if I do. I appreciate the offer, but right now I really just don't need it because I don't have a ton of people in here. But as my channel grows, I will remember that you put out the request. I appreciate it. Let's see, my battery dying, but I'm almost home. Oh, okay, okay. Well, don't let your battery die, but I will remember that, Bobby. Yeah, but thank you for making the offer. Let me go on and let y'all know. Okay, first 5 minutes, like we always do. If you have a YouTube channel, please take this time to promote your channel. Let us know what your channel is about. Let us know the best thing that you put on your stream this week so that we can get some people over there to follow you. Let's see here. Her name is showing up in blue, Lady B, because she's a moderator. That's what Bobby was just asking me to make him a mod. She's a moderator, so if things go crazy in my stream, if somebody comes in here trolling or calling people names or whatever, she can block them, put them in a timeout, things like that. I only have a handful. We had a lot more people at the end of 2017 in this stream, and so since there have been some changes in YouTube, a lot of people have kind of fallen off from coming in the live stream. So when it builds back up, I will add more mods. But yeah, blue. Okay, she didn't see the wrench. So yeah, that's what that's all about. Hope everybody had a great week. Those are my dogs in the background. If you hear some flapping of the ears, I got the wrench so I can bust, so I can head bust. So yeah, she's regulating up in here. Hi, Rocco. Okay, so of course now Rocco wants some attention since I am on here talking to y'all. Rocco, come and say hi, and then you're gonna have to go lay down. Come here. Ouch. Ow. Say hi. No, not to me. I don't want just doggy kisses. Say hi to her. Look at them. Look. Ouch. Ouch. Get away. Okay. Hey, Slick. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Mimi. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. So we're just taking these first 2 minutes, y'all. Everybody who has a channel, let us know what your channel is about. Introduce yourselves. You might get some more support for your channel. I hope. It is always my hope that when I come on to stream that I'm reaching for dog treats for my dogs. Get in your bed. It is my hope. Nate West said hi to you, baby dog. That's my baby boy. That's Rocco. But it's my hope that any time that I stream that some YouTubers will get some more support for their channels. That's I'm just at a point where I just we know as YouTubers we kind of need to help each other out, especially us smaller YouTubers. Okay, well thank you for stopping by and dropping the like. I appreciate it. Good luck in your tournament. And I'll be by your channel. 1 week left, y'all. This is my last week, and I take my test on Friday. So after I take my test, I'll be done studying. I will have more time to create content for YouTube and to support content on YouTube. So thank y'all for bearing with me and for still sticking with me this whole time. I really, really do appreciate it. We got 40 more seconds to just come in, introduce some channels. If you all like watching, Nate West, I am studying for my construction management. I'm in construction management, have been for 18 years, and I'm doing my quality control test for the Corps of Engineers. So I take that test on Friday, and looking forward to just getting that over with so I can do quality control management as well. With project management and other things. So, hey, Rido boy, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We are past the 5 minute mark. Y'all know, y'all got channels, promote your channels. I was gonna tell y'all if y'all like scripted TV. Check out My Twisted Life TV with Poetry because she does a lot of reviews on a lot of different shows. So if you watch any scripted shows, she'll probably be reviewing something like, hey, animation's real. Hey, Rubster760, thank you for that like number 4. I truly appreciate it. So y'all look, I'm getting ready to let y'all know what I'm going to be talking about for this stream. YouTubers, if you have a channel, please promote your channels. Let people know what you're doing. If you want to go check out other channels and support them, let them know that you're supporting them. You'll probably get some support back for your channel. But just keep that going throughout the stream. My moderators, if from time to time, maybe in between stories, you'll remind people that that is fine to do in here. I would appreciate it, and I'll go on and let you know what we're getting ready to get into today. We have a couple of RIPs, one for Carol Channing, Miss Hello Dolly, and one for the man who was the oldest living man in the world. We'll get that out of the way first. And y'all know I do not like to do politics on this channel, but we will go on and discuss briefly the government shutdown. And in somewhat related news, we'll talk about these MAGA teens, these MAGA, Make America Great Again teens mocking this indigenous elder. That video's been going around. We will talk about the hashtag hamburgers, as our president apparently cannot spell hamburgers. We will talk about this Gillette ad that I think exposes toxic masculinity. Some people liked it, some people did not. We will talk about this story with this very crazy Eagles fan and what she did to her loved ones. We will talk about Ciara and Future. Future had an interview where he had plenty to say about Ciara. Hey, Burst to Buy, how are you doing? Even though he was supposed to be promoting his music. We will talk about Broner versus Pacquiao and the aftermath of that fight. Let's see here. We will talk about Erykah Badu and her love and support of R. Kelly. We will talk about RCA dropping R. Kelly. We will talk about Les Moonves wanting his severance package from CBS, even though he was let go. We will talk about Greg Hardy still being a shitty individual. We will talk about Cardi B versus Tommy Loren. We'll just talk about that briefly. And I was trying to get some information on why Ja Rule was trending. I guess he's the one who put the Fyre Fest together. I don't have the details on that, so I will need some help from y'all on that one because I don't understand. So let me get my water and let me go on and get into it. Let's see here. Back to the top. And our RIPs. Well, like I said, we'll get those out of the way first, and then we'll get on with the more fun stuff. Rest in peace to Carol Channing, y'all. Carol Channing, who's best known for playing the role of Dolly Levi on Broadway in Hello Dolly, has died. Her publicist said that she died of natural causes at 12:30 in the morning on Tuesday in Rancho Mirage, California. She had suffered 2 strokes just last year, so really sad. And she had other roles on Broadway, but none as big as Dolly and Hello Dolly. And she had several television and nightclub appearances where she would partner with George Burns. Y'all remember him? He's been old like my whole life, but yeah. She used to work with him as well, did national tours with him and stuff. Her last tour as Dolly was in 1996, and she was in her 70s at the time, and the Washington Post called her the 9th wonder of the world because she was just so old and working and still touring. She won a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical for Hello Dolly when it opened years ago. I think it was like in 1954, I think. Anyway, it's been a long run, y'all. Hello Dolly's been around Broadway forever. She told her father at the age of 7 that she wanted a career in entertainment, and he encouraged her from that moment. And others who have played the role of Hello Dolly include Pearl Bailey. That was something I didn't know. Phyllis Diller, Betty Grable, Ethel Merman, and Barbra Streisand. Carol Channing, she would always return to that role of Dolly, and she would typically earn about $5 million on one tour. She was married and divorced twice in her younger years, and then her second marriage to a pro footballer named Alexander Carson. He was the father of her only child, and that child, that one son she had, became a successful political cartoonist. Her third marriage was the one that everybody thought was going to last. In 1956, she married a television producer named Charles Lowe, and he adopted that one son that she had, and he managed every aspect of her business and her all of her, affairs and her appearances, and he was at all of her shows out in the front, leading the applause. But after 41 years of marriage, she sued him in 1998 and said that the grounds were that he had misappropriated her funds and he humiliated her in public. Well, what does she mean by that? She said that they had only had sex twice in 4 decades of marriage. So anyway, he ended up dying a year after they got divorced. She remarried her childhood sweetheart in 2003, and then her childhood sweetheart died in 2011, and now she is dead in 2019, dead at the age of 97. So what a long, full life. She did what she wanted to do, at least professionally, and so may she rest in peace. But yeah, she said that she was very depressed in that marriage that lasted, for about half of her life, So anyway, may she rest in peace. It's always interesting to me, those women who've been around Broadway and Hollywood forever. Like, they always have interesting stories about all the people they were married to and, who, they had kids with and whatever. So, yeah, everybody seems to be as impressed as I was with that 2 times in 40 years. Now, I don't know if they were doing things with other people, but as far as each other, she said twice, 2 times in 41 years of marriage. So yeah, Nate was twice. Animation's real twice. Rhino boy, yes, 2 times. Let's see, what else are y'all saying? You don't like the Pied Piper, Lady B says, and yes, F. R. Kelly. Okay, hold up. Let's see, what are we saying? Nate West says, I don't keep up with Broadway, but rest in peace. Understood. I don't do a lot of keeping up with Broadway myself either, to be honest. R. Kelly broke ain't the same as R. Kelly broke ain't the same as my broke. He's still rich. Yeah, he's like rich people broke, not broke people broke. Let's see. Right Up Boy says RCA also dropped to Nashe. I'm sad about that, but F. R. Kelly and his money. Ooh. Okay. And I don't know anything about Tinashe other than it seems like she was like begging black people to support her music. Whatever. I don't know much about her. Let's see here. Hey, everyone just came in. Oh, I hope y'all doing well today. That's nice. Lady B, thank you. Rubsters 760 says I have some awesome topics. So that's it for that. Let me see if y'all have any more comments. That sounds pretty dry for a marriage. Yeah, that's beyond dry. That's beyond drought status. That's against everything that he should. That should he believe in. What are you talking about? Animation's real. I'm lost. You be going off on tangents. Okay, so let's get to the next rest in peace, and then we'll move on. The oldest living man, rest in peace to him. Masazo Nonaka, I believe is how his name is pronounced, was who was reportedly the world's oldest man, died in his home early this morning at the age of 113. He lived in northern Japan, and he has held this title for less than a year of the oldest man in the world. His family said that he died peacefully from natural causes, and his family has owned and operated a hot springs inn for 4 generations. He was known to regularly soak in the hot springs, and he really enjoyed eating sweets. He outlived all of his 7 siblings and his wife and 3 of the 5 children that they had. He attributes his long life to soaking in the hot springs and eating sweets. His family says that he lived a long life because he lived a relatively stress-free life. Now, Japan has a population of 69,785 people who are 100 years and older, and nearly 90% of them are women. And currently, the oldest living person in the world is also Japanese, and it's a woman who I mentioned last week, and I think the week before. Her name is Kane Tanaka, I believe is the way her name is pronounced, and she is 116 years old. Hey, well. So rest in peace to him, Masato Nanaka, dead at 113 years old. Again, wow, what a blessing. So, like, and if y'all notice, like, a lot of the stories that I've reported on lately, it's like people dying in their 90s and their 100s. Carol Channing, like we said, dead in 97. And then last 3 weeks before, we had the man who was the oldest veteran in America, died at 112. And then last week we had this woman in America who I believe she was also either 116 or 114, Leslie Brown. And then so now we have this man dead at 113, and then still the oldest woman alive is 116 in Japan. So it's like people are definitely living longer. Let me see if y'all have anything to say about this before we go to the government shutdown. Let's see here. Well says they eat a lot of fish. Well, they do, but this man ate a lot of sweets. That was his thing. And the lady before, Leslie Brown, who we talked about last week, said she ate a sweet potato every day. And her family thinks that had something to do with her longevity. The man who was the oldest veteran said he ate ice cream every day. And so I don't know that there's like necessarily, some health trick to it. Let's see here. Right Boy said I need to get on the Japanese diet, right? Hey, they're living long. I know it's more than diet, but yeah, Right Boy said they live long over there. They do seem to. Like I said, it's over 69,000 people who are over 100 years old. That's pretty amazing. Nay West says so in the last years of his life. Let's see. In the last years of his life, he took long baths and ate candy. How wonderful is that? Yeah, and I guess that's why his family is saying, well, no, I don't know if it was about you eating sweets, but you did have a pretty stress-free life. Animations Real said he's going to live to 235 years. Well, congratulations to you on that. I know I do want to make it to see at least 100. I think it's a reasonable thing to expect to live to 110 years old. I really do. And it's common in my family for people to live, into their 90s and early hundreds. So, yeah, I'm going to try. I don't want to die anytime soon. Let's see here. Okay, poetry is going for 114. Okay, so y'all know what? Y'all remember we used to do a question in between every topic? I stopped doing that. Okay, so y'all, the question for today, how long do you plan to live to be? How old we plan to live to be? I plan to live to be 120. Boom. Let's see. Well, I will watch you every day. I will watch you every day and live longer. Well, I don't know if I'll be YouTubing in my 100s, but I'm gonna give it a try. If YouTube is around and then they treat me right, I'll keep YouTubing till I'm 100. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's a good question to ask for today. I don't know a lot, but wait, I don't know a lot. I don't know, but a lot of fish is what an explanation is. Saw a report of it. Oh, okay. Tuna. Oh, okay. You're talking about the fish. My poetry says my great grand passed at 102, and I said I want to get 12 more years on her. Okay, so why you want to outlive her? Hey Tracy, how are you doing? Tracy says, hey fam, I have some vlogs due tonight. Okay, so I'm going to listen and not watch. Okay, gotcha. I want to see my grandson become an adult. Oh, he's 9 weeks old. That's right. She does have a new grandson. What shade of brown is he, by the way, Tracy? I'm just playing. She knows. Okay, so that's from a whole nother live stream. But, yeah. Okay, so, hey, I like that. So, okay, that's the question. We'll keep running in between topics. How old do we want to live to be? I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Ah. Okay, anyway, government shutdown. So y'all know I do not like to discuss politics on this channel. Trey said it's getting darker every day. Inside joke, if y'all weren't there. So, don't like to talk about politics, but this government shutdown, it has me at a point where I just feel like I can't ignore at least this. So here we have a president who promised his voters a pointless, in my opinion, pointless and ineffective wall for our southern border. It doesn't even extend to the entire, extent of our southern border, so whatever. And he also promised that his voters that Mexico would pay for the wall. So here we are now in January 2019, and he has shut down the government, albeit partially, and says that it will continue to be shut down until our politicians agree to give him funding for this wall. So that's not exactly Mexico paying for the wall. Rocco, go sit down. Go, go, go. Sorry, y'all. My dog is growling in my face. Here, let me give them some more. You want another treat? Here. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so, my feelings about our president aside, what I hate most is how this shutdown is affecting everyday people. We have American employees who are being told you're not getting paid, but you need to report to work. Meaning that these people who were already living paycheck to paycheck are now having to work for no money. So as of day 26 of this shutdown, and we're now at about, what, are we on day 30 at this point? Or so. As of day 26, every single person, every single one of the over 800,000 workers affected by this shutdown missed at least one paycheck. So, some of them are paid every 2 weeks, some paid only once a month, whatever. But so now everybody has missed at least one check. And for many Americans, for most of us Americans, because of the way that we do set up our finances, missing one paycheck is enough to throw off your whole financial situation, enough to throw that thing off whack for months. And this is at a time, honestly, when I would not want to be flying anywhere, as TSA agents are calling in sick left and right. My guess is that the ones who are showing up to work unpaid are probably not checking bags and belongings for weapons as critically as they would if they were getting paid for it like they should be. And you can't tell me that some things, haven't slipped through on the airplanes that shouldn't be on those airplanes since this shutdown. So the things I kind of want to discuss, this government shutdown is the start of a domino effect of many things, especially if it continues to go on. Number one, it has sent the economy of this country into a contraction. Hi, Giggles, Giggles. We get 2 economic contractions, and that will throw us into a recession. Secondly, government home loans are not being closed. So there are literally people out there who were expecting to close on a government home loan this month. So they have already let their landlords know that they're moving. Thus, their landlords have rented those spaces. And so the people who were waiting for these home loans to close won't have a place to stay because their landlord's like, okay, well, you told me you were gone, so I've already rented it to the next tenant. Thirdly, it will be affecting many of us shortly if it doesn't end, because it's income tax season. Guess who's not working? IRS workers are not working. So they cannot process those checks. So if you're waiting on an income tax return, you might be waiting a while. Some will be told that they have to go in like these TSA workers, but it's not going to be at the speed that we're used to getting that done. Pawn shops across the United States are reporting a new segment of clientels. Employees of the federal government caught up in the shutdown's financial pitch, financial pinch. 5, the FDA is set to run out of money early next month to evaluate new prescription drugs if this shutdown continues. 6, if the loopholes run out and the shutdown extends just until March, payments for food stamps are going to stop. 7, funding for the USDA is slowing down, which means that food inspections are slowing down. So we might get a little bit of E. coli in our next batch produce. Number 8, hey Funday, property managers are hiking rent on low-income tenants, which means that some of these tenants are facing possible eviction. And I'm sure that there are other ramifications that I just couldn't think of as I was writing my notes for today. But all across the country, businesses and individuals are pulling together to do what they can to try to help these government workers. George W. Bush ordered pizza for federal workers, calling for lawmakers to put politics aside and to, end the shutdown. A Syrian refugee, of all people, everybody doesn't want those brown refugees here. He has a falafel shop, and it's been now named the nicest place in America, and he has fed government workers during this shutdown. Around the country, people are offering free meals, free haircuts, interest-free loans, and free groceries and more to these employees. And this has been the longest shutdown in the history of the U.S. government. But the effects of the shutdown don't just extend to the American people, but even to Trump himself if he is seeking re-election, because all of those government workers who've been furloughed are not Democrats, and they're not people who never would have voted for him or people who didn't vote for him. A lot of them are. Many of them fall directly into the category of his base, which is uneducated white men. This shutdown might be one thing that makes them say, it might be the one thing that makes them say that they can't vote for this guy again. So we'll see. I'm praying, though, that whatever it takes, that it just comes to an end soon. Like I said, we'll see what happens. We got to hang in there. But I do wish, though, that something could be written into law so that the lawmakers do not get paid during these government shutdowns. Everybody in Congress and the Senate, they're still getting their checks. The president's still getting his checks. But it's shit flows downstream, what I'm saying? So it's all the people at the bottom who aren't getting paid. And I do think, though, that if the lawmakers weren't able to get their checks, that would make these shutdowns happen less frequently. And I do think that when it did happen, it would be an incentive for the Republicans and the Democrats to work together to get something resolved just so they can get paid. But right now, where things stand, the people are just getting screwed. And somehow or another, it has to stop. And that's all that I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to read your comments and we'll get on to the next story. And then get the hell out of these politics. Let's see here. He's trying to make the American people pissed off enough to blame the Dems, but I think it's disfiring. I think it's backfiring. Yeah. Hey, Tammy, how are you doing? How are you doing? What other video are you watching? Thank you, Tammy. That's our resident hug ho. Let's see here. Spread wealth worldwide is the only solution. I don't know really what the solution is, but I know that this shutdown is not the solution. Well. We need something. Yeah, Von D. I was in Poetry Stream. Yeah, you gave her that super chat and slipped on out. I was like, oh, yeah, he did. But he said hi before he sent you the super chat, and then he sent you the super chat. She was saying, like, he just sent me super chat and he left. But he did speak before he did that, but then he was just gone. But yeah, let's see here. Yes, we do need to grow our own food. Animation's real, like, just seriously, for so many reasons. Let's see, it's just called back 42,000, but they aren't processing refunds. They are doing collections and tax law only. Okay, you're talking about IRS. Let's see. Bondi said it's all bad. I agree. Let's see here. Well says, LOL, they will dig beneath it, blow holes in it, or take another route. Like on boats. Yeah, exactly. I think that the wall is ineffective. Let's see here. Animation Real says, yeah, Real needs that income tax. Don't we all? We all look forward to that unless we have to pay, right? Let's see. A person had a gun on them at the Delta Airlines recently. So yeah, security's down. I did not know that, anyways. I hadn't heard that, but it does not surprise me. Well says the wall, if it does come, is useless. It is. And they've shown, like, what they're planning on building this wall out of can be cut with a saw. So, let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to Tammy. People should consider being more self-reliant. Yeah, that really is something that we need to strive towards. And it's, I guess easier said than done. But maybe it is easy to do, but we just don't do it. We've become so reliant on, well, I'm just going to go to HEB or Kroger or Randall's, whatever grocery store to get what I need. But yeah, we need to think a little bit differently. I have some friends who grow, and I was getting the sweetest tomatoes from their garden this past summer, and they grew was zucchini and squash and cucumbers, and I love it. I'm like, you know what? There's no reason that I can't do it, but I just don't. I just don't. So I should. I agree. Animation's real. We do need to become more self-reliant. Let me go on and get to this next story. I need to go on and turn on my tablet in case anybody hasn't seen this video that had me incensed once I finally looked at it this morning. But it was, so the story is about these MAGA teens, Make America Great Again teens, doing what now? Yeah. Going in on this indigenous elder man. On January the 18th, a group of high schoolers were attending the March for Life, a pro-life rally, and decided to, what the heck, let's, make fun of some Native Americans while we're here. On the same day, there was an Indigenous Peoples March on the Mall in D.C., and Nathan Phillips, who is an elder of the Omaha tribe, who is also a Vietnam War veteran, was surrounded by white male students from Covington High School, and that's a Catholic high school in Kentucky, and they were jeering him, staring him down, and this one particular white boy is just right in his face, staring him down. The man is playing his drum, he's beating his drum, and he's singing some kind of Native American song. But that young boy, he's going to become one of those images that we associate with the face of hate in this country. The man, Nathan, was the indigenous man, the indigenous elder, was interviewed, and he said, quote, "I heard them saying, build that wall, build that wall. This is indigenous lands. We're not supposed to have walls here. We never did for a millennium. Before anybody else ever came here, we never had walls. We never had a prison. We always took care of our elders. We took care of our children. We always provided for our people. We taught them right and wrong." And he said something to the effect of, I wasn't able to get this word for word, but he said, "I wish I could see the energy of those young men being put into making this country really, really great." Is what that man, again, Nathan Phillips, said through tears after being mocked by these ignorant young white boys. I was absolutely disgusted, and I find it even more disgusting to see people on Twitter defending these young bigots. But I'm thankful to see that most people seem to be pointing out how wrong they are and that some type of action needs to be taken against them. Now, do I think that their parents are going to handle it? Probably not. After seeing, as of this morning, that boy whose face is the most recognizable in the video footage and on the photo that's been going around, his mother was somehow blaming his actions on black Muslims. Go figure. So I will have to see exactly how she made that connection. But let me go on and log into my Twitter. And for those who haven't seen the video, we'll go on and play this once and get this over with and move on to something else because I'm about sick of this. Let's see. Ooh, what is that? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just logging onto my Twitter and looking at something. Let's see here. What is that? Okay. Give me just a moment and I'll get back to the comments. I'm looking for this video. Let's see, y'all. Is the Amazon Fire tablet going to cooperate with us today? We shall see. Okay, so here we go. Hey, Invisible E.
How do we do that? Not like that.
Okay, now this isn't that first video, but hey, Invisible E. So, I don't know if y'all heard what he said, but land gets stolen. That's how it works. Wolverine scratch. So this young man, that's what I'm talking about. His face is going to become one of those faces that's associated with the face of hate in this country. Just like we would look back at those pictures of the those black and white pictures that we see from when those black and white pictures that we would see when the schools were being integrated, and when drugstores, when public places were being integrated, lunch counters and stuff, and we just have these horrible images to look back on. This will be one of those. That's what that's going to become. So let me see what y'all's comments are about this. Tammy's cooking and listening. Okay, let me get to those comments, and then we'll move on to some lighter things. Let's see here. Hold on. I saw Tammy had something. Okay, Tammy is saying, I had to disagree on one statement you made, Ty, about it just being black females that can have a sex crime against them and nothing being done as all races. I know quite a few white people that it happens to. It's sad, and I'm sure that anything can happen to anyone, Tammy. And if I said that it happens only to black girls, I would doubt that I said that. But if I said that, then I definitely misspoke. That's incorrect. It can happen to anyone. I just do feel like black girls are looked after less than other groups. But yeah, I do believe that it can happen to anybody. Let's see. Did I say hi to Wolverine Scratch? I did. Yeah, because he was asking what we're looking at. Okay, so yeah, we were looking at some footage from these Make America Great Again teens mocking some indigenous people while they were at a pro-life rally, and the indigenous people were at a pro-indigenous people rally in Washington, D.C. Let's see. Watch a 2-hour video. This is literally fake news. Okay, Dr. Phil, thanks for coming in. Didn't see you, whoever you are. And let's see here. Poetry says, not the Catholic school. Lord have mercy. It's usually the Southern Baptist folks, right? Poetry. But no, not this time. Or maybe, well, I don't know. This time was the Catholics. But they are from Kentucky. So let's see here. Right Up Boy says, if I had only seen the one video of the media showing, I would be very angry at this. But I've seen the videos of the natives approaching them and shouting at them that they didn't approach the natives. Okay, so right away, I have not seen that. You are a moderator. Will you send me a link to what you have seen? Because only having seen what I have seen, I can't say that these kids are in the right. But yeah, and show me what you've seen. Because if you've seen something differently, then I want to see what it is. And I don't mind saying that I'm wrong if I am. Poetry says, don't forget to thumbs up the stream. Thank you. Hi, Mark Keedwell. Thank you for coming in. Let's see here. Poetry said Ty had a reaction like she saw an unexpected eggplant. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Poetry? Let's see here. Invisible E is in the house. Let me see what else we have. Okay, Right Up Boy says there's also videos of black Israelites shouting at them. Okay, so Right Up Boy, please show me what you have seen, because I haven't seen what you've seen. And so, and my thing is, if black Israelites were shouting at the white kids, why weren't the white kids shouting back at the black Israelites? Is that, I mean, I'm not making the connection as to how black Israelites shouting at white kids has the white kids shouting at Native Americans is not making any sense. But if you have something, then let me put the link in there, because like I said, you're a moderator. Tammy's cooking and listening. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you for being here, even if you can't type in the stream. Right Up Boy says he does have a punchable face. But from the full video I watched, the natives went up to them, not the other way around. So yeah, just, hey Sharn, thank you is it Sharn or Charn? I just want to call you Sharn. Tell me if it sounds like CH or SH. But I appreciate you so much for being in here. Let's see here. America, learn your history. The Native Americans deserve love and respect. Thank you, Wolverine. Yes, they do. It's just like so ironic to me that there's a that this is something that even needs to be discussed. Like, if there are any native people here, like they were here first, like, and then oh well, that's I guess a stream for maybe for a call-in show. Let's see here. Lady B says that boy is that boy is the making of a money thief. If it's okay to steal land, it's okay to steal money, whether it's in stock market, real estate, etc. Yeah, hey, Lady B, according to him, that's just the way it's done. People just steal land. It is what it is. Crazy to me. Let's see here. Tammy says there was no justice at all done for a person I know whose son was molested by a church member in that church. That child went through hell with child services and showing his history with dolls on. I guess if there's a, I guess Tammy, you're going to type another part of that message. So yeah, and I know that these things happen. I'm not saying that they don't. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, when you looked at the tablet. Oh, yeah. When I opened my tablet, yeah, it was a half naked woman. And I was like, what is this? Okay, so yeah, I'm just opening my Twitter. Like, what's going on? Mark says I watched the videos. Tim Pool. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. Hold on. Anything like this just makes me sick. Yeah, I agree, Tammy. It is sickening. Let's see. There was a 1 hour 45 video pre. Let's see. You're right. It's like Charmin, the stuff you wipe your butt with. Okay, like Charmin. Okay, cool. Charmin. Okay, thank you for being here, y'all. Charn Taylor is very funny. Charn, do you have a YouTube channel yourself? Because you're very funny every time I see you in Poetry's comments in her live stream. So I just don't know, like, if you do you have a channel too? Because if you do, we need to let people know about your channel. Okay, so I'm gonna come back. Okay, and it looks like Right Boy gave me a link, and I will look at that. Obviously, I can't look at it now, and if I'm wrong, I'll come back and I'll retract my statement. But I still don't see how, if Black Israelites were messing with those kids, why didn't they in turn mess with the Black Israelites? Why does that make you mess with the indigenous people? That I cannot make sense of. So I want to see whatever you have, and I will look at it. Let's see. The Clemson Tigers won the National Football Championship, and they got their meeting with the president, as is the tradition. But their food was anything but traditional. It was a meal made up of fast food from various national chains. Quote, because the Democrats refused to negotiate on border security, much of the residents at the White House is furloughed. So the president is personally paying for the event to be catered with some of everyone's favorite fast foods. That's what Press Secretary Sarah Sanders had to say about this fiasco. So yeah, maybe everyone does enjoy these fast food chains, but nobody enjoys burgers, whether they are from McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's, when they are cold. What these young men got were 300 burgers, which Trump claimed was 1,000 burgers, salads, chicken nuggets, and pizza that had been sitting out for 3 hours before the men even got to eat it. And then he tweeted, quote, great being with the national champion Clemson Tigers last night at the White House. Because of the shutdown, I served them massive amounts of fast food. I paid, he puts in parentheses, I paid over 1,000 hamburgers, Hamberders, Hamberders, etc. Within 1 hour, it was all gone. Great guys and big eaters, end quote. What an embarrassment of a president we have at times, you guys. These young men are national championships. They can get fast food at any time on or near their campus. A visit to the White House should be something special, not cold burgers stacked on silver platters, but At least I've seen a couple of people who have offered to give these young men a proper celebration, including Michael Strahan, who extended an offer to them for like to have a lobster dinner. And then there was a rapper. I can't remember, y'all. Some rapper said that he wanted to throw them a proper celebration party. Now that might consist of, some finer dining and maybe some strippers or something else. But I don't remember who the rapper was. Y'all tell me if y'all know who the rapper was who said that he wanted to step up and give them like a real celebration. But anyway, whatever, y'all. That was what it was. Just pathetic. Like, I'm sure that there are diners around DC. If the White House staff was furloughed because of this shutdown, I'm sure that there's, some mom and pop places, some Italian restaurants, some whatever, soul food restaurants, just some cafeteria style cooking, something, that could have been like a meal, just something a bit more elegant than fast food in the cartons, like. Anyway, so yeah, these men, they fought long and hard. They made it. They are one of the few teams who even take the offer to go and visit the White House. And this is what they get. So just stupid. But let me see what y'all have to say about it, and then we'll get completely out of DC. Let's see here. Animations Real says rapper celebration usually includes butt sweat. I tend to agree with what you're saying there. Let's see here. Sharon says, I know we're supposed to respect our commander-in-chief, but I'm so glad I'm no longer in the military. Ah, you were in the military. Okay, girl. Well, yeah, I know. It's hard. I will say he doesn't make it easy. And, like, that's why I stay away from politics on this channel. But this was just like ridiculous. I had to say something. Okay, Poach said it was one of the Migos who said that he wanted to give them a proper celebration. Wolverine Scratch says Trump is a joke, and the world is laughing at him. But yeah, I kind of feel like the world is just laughing at America. Like, this is who y'all wanted. Like, congratulations, y'all. Sharon says they only cater fast food to save up for that wall. It could be. Let's see. Mark says fish and chips for me. Mark, where are you? Mark Keedwell says fish and chips for him. When I was, a meat eater, I enjoyed a bit of fish and chips. I enjoyed some fish and chips when I went to London too. Let's see here. Animation Real says, where was the subway? Like, right? I mean, like, these guys, they're trained, machines, and now they're getting loaded with unhealthy fast food because our president likes junk food. Like, I don't know, it was just weird. Tammy says, thanks for discussing these subjects because they need be addressed. Thank you, Tammy. And I know that everything that I talk about isn't bright and cheery, but I do feel like we need to have some serious discussions sometimes. Okay. Sharon says no channel. She just appears to brighten everyone's day. Okay, well, I was going to see if we could get some people over to your channel. Let's see. Still happening, but no, mostly companies. Still happening, I guess, now, but mostly companies. Okay, and right away, I am going to go back. Thank you for sending me that video. I am going to go back and look with it. Still just can't make the connection as to why, if these black Israelites were taunting these young white boys, why do the young white boys in turn taunt the indigenous people? That doesn't make sense, but whatever. I'm gonna watch the videos and I'll be able to see. And if I need to come back and retract the statement, I will. Y'all know I don't have a problem with that. Let's see here. Next story. Trying to get back to my notes. Okay, Gillette. Just give them cake. Okay, we'll take the Marie Antoinette approach, Mark Keedwell. So Gillette released a new campaign ad this week, and it had the hashtag the best men can be. So I guess the ad seemed to be questioning, like, isn't it time that we stopped excusing bad behavior? And the whole stating that boys will be boys for bad behavior, that's just not enough. We got to do more. So many people, men and women, applauded the effort and the sentiment of this commercial. Many toxic men, though, however, were offended that their favorite razor blade company was questioning their morals and their actions. And after looking at the ad for myself, and it was for the first time this morning, I can only say that after I'm seeing it, it seems to me that only a man who participates in this type of toxic masculinity behavior would be and should be offended by this commercial. So let me see if I can find the commercial, and you all can decide for yourselves what you all think about this whole Gillette thing. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find the ad. Give me just a second, y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. It bothers me that I'm able to find this stuff so easily when I'm going through my notes, but then when I'm here with y'all, the same searches that pulled up exactly what I needed all of a sudden just take a little bit longer to work for me. Let's see here. Hold up now. Okay, let me go to the top. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Let me just see if I can find the commercial. Okay, here we go.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity. Is this the best a man can get? Is it? Bullying, a problem we can't hide from it yet.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men. Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, man. We're everywhere.
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
That's not how we treat each other, okay?
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Okay, so that is the commercial that sent toxic men all over America into a tizzy. For the men who are in here, and even the women, do you all see anything wrong with it? Because I don't. I frankly don't. Men who I take to be toxic, or we're on Twitter saying, well, I don't need a razor coming and preaching to me about morals. And okay, just look at how advertising works. People rarely just get on, these companies don't just get on TV and show a product and say, buy this. They use something else to try to bring you into buying it, and usually when things are geared toward men is, oftentimes, not necessarily usually, but oftentimes some sexy, scantily clad woman, which I hear no men complaining about, like, why is my razor company showing me these hot chicks in bikinis? I don't need that. I just want a razor. So it's like, so now, but it's like, why are they trying to teach me morals and to care about my actions. I just want a razor. Like, it's always something else that gets the message across. But now that it's, take a look at your actions, all of a sudden it's a problem. So yeah, I'm 100% behind this commercial. I'm 100% behind this commercial. So let me see what y'all have to say about it, and then we'll go on to the story of the crazy Eagles fan. Let's see here. Let me go back to the top. I'm gonna try to go back to the top and get everything. Okay, Tammy says, I haven't watched the news lately, but I voted for Trump, so I'm not sure what to say except I'm glad he is in. He is in, and not Hillary for sure. He is okay. Yeah, in. Yeah, I didn't vote for either one of them. I didn't vote for Trump or Hillary. This was my first time since I've been able to vote to not vote for a Republican or a Democrat. They are both disgusting people to me. Let's see here. Right Up Boy says, took a while but found. Okay, thank you, Right Up Boy. Okay, so he has that other video. So I'll watch it all and try to put this into context. And if I need to retract or correct my statement, I'll come back next Sunday and do that. Let's see here. Poetry, why are you clutching your pearls? Why are you clutching your pearls, Poetry? Let's see here. Wolverine says, I use a cutthroat blade like a real man. Hey, okay, Wolverine. Let's see here. Bright Up Boy says, Gillette gonna lose money, but I think they already knew that. Yeah, I think it was definitely a calculated marketing move. So we'll see what it does for them. I don't think it's going to hurt the brand overall, but we'll see what happens. It might affect the bottom line for a little while, but we'll see. Let's see here. Sharon says that the election was definitely between the lesser of two evils, and it was a matter of that. Let's see here. What is Mark saying? Mark says, work it out. What are we talking about, Mark? Let's see here. Oh, Mark is in the UK as well. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm like UK people, right? Oh, boys in the UK too. Let's see here. Poetry says, I am applauding this commercial right now. Me too, Poetry. I saw it trending earlier this week, but I didn't watch it until today when I was getting ready for this stream to do my notes, and I'm like, okay, so what's the problem? I was waiting to see like something problematic. Let's see. I don't think this will stop any weirdos from being weirdos. Real men don't do this thing, don't do these things, I guess. Yeah, I don't think, obviously, I mean, I think that, men who probably do need to check their actions, they're the ones who were offended by this. I don't think it's going to necessarily stop anyone, but I do think that it's nice to have a company come out and just to take a stand and to make a statement. Is it necessarily the wisest thing for a company, when you're talking about their bottom line? Maybe not. But it is kind of nice to know where a company stands, whether it's something that you agree with or not. If this is, if they take a stance that you disagree with, then you don't want to spend your money with them. So, but I'm here for the commercial. Let's see, Right Up Boy, seen the clip, but why did they target the natives? Oh, okay, so Wolverine has seen it. I'm curious, so I've got to see what it is that y'all have there so that I can make a decision. Let's see, Sharon, it was awful and reminded me of two kids slinging sand at each other in a sandbox. Definitely no respect on both sides. At time, I wish Lincoln and Franklin were resurrected to teach respect. Whew. Poetry says, but the message is, Rido, that real men need to hold those chumps accountable. Right. You see somebody doing something wrong, then call them out for it. Or, hey, dude, no. Maybe men can take the message from other men before they can take it from other women. Maybe is the point. Let's see. That kid's mom accused black Muslims of harassing them. Yeah, that kid's mom did do that. Mom, you're so, well, yeah, Wolverine is in the UK as well. Let's see, Naywest says, I had to step out. What did I miss? We're talking about the Gillette commercial right now, Nay. I don't know if you've already caught up, but that's all we're talking about right now. The Gillette commercial that was released earlier this week. Let's see, Sharon says, hold up. In this day and age, everything is in the public eye and scrutinized, so these companies have to play on our emotions. Yep, that's true. Great commercial. Yeah, social media just, nothing dies now. Like, everything is just out there forever and ever. Thanks to social media, it's really a different day and age. I think some men feel attacked, but they might have missed the point. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I think that you're hitting the nail on the head with that, right, though, boy. And I think if you feel attacked, it's probably because you're a shitty guy, and maybe you need to change the way you do things. In the UK, we have the same problem. That's what Mark is saying. Naywest says, I applaud the Gillette commercial, and I'm also entertained by the negative backlash. It was it was funnier than Nike. Yeah, it did kind of put me in the mind of the Nike backlash that they received too. Naywest, I agree. Yeah, like now, like, oh, I'm burning my Gillette razor. I'm gonna tear it in half. Like, okay, you already bought it, but whatever. Let's see. Mark says, we in the UK have no life. Oh, don't say that, Mark. Wolverine says the UK is heading towards disaster thanks to the referendum. Dumb people should not be given a vote. Unfortunately, dumb people can vote everywhere where voting is a thing. So that's just like not even a solution. I'm sorry, Wolverine. Let's see. Tammy says you could see the shock on people's faces coming back that said and though when speaking to the bad slang today, they would be in shock. Wait, what are you talking about, Tammy? What are you talking about, Tammy? I'm lost. Wolverine says, I've heard the MAGA kids were going back and Ride Up Boy saying to Wolverine, I've heard the MAGA kids were going back and forth with the black Israelites, and the natives got in the middle. So then the kids started doing the chants. Oh, okay. Now you know what? I did hear something to that effect. That I heard that like a group of black kids and a group of white kids were going at each other. So the Native American people got in the middle of it, like to break it up. So then, if that's not what happened, then correct me, because I'll still look at the video. But if the Native Americans were breaking, and I just remembered when I read your comment that you said that, but that I'd heard that, and that was something that I guess I just saw on a tweet, like, and just kind of trying to get some context of what was going on. I did hear that there was something going on, but if that's the case, then why taunt the Native Americans if they're getting in between y'all to break up what probably both of y'all were, maybe saying some things y'all shouldn't have been saying to each other? Then why now are we taunting the natives? Like, then, forget the natives if they were just trying to break it up. If you didn't have any issues with them, go taunt the black kids who were pissing you off. Like, it still doesn't make sense. Bondi says he missed that part. Tammy says the respect of yesterday. Oh, and talking to us like, oh, gotcha, Tammy. Okay. I think you meant conservatives. RZ. What am I missing? Let's see here. Sharon says Wolverine, in that case, dumb people shouldn't be allowed to run. Ooh, well, hey. That's a whole other subject. Hi, Game Effects. Game Effects says the natives got between the MAGA kids and a group of black Israelites were protesting that, and a group of black Israelites that were protesting homosexuality. Okay, so the MAGA kids were out there protesting, I guess, abortion or like going for pro-life. The black Israelites were out there protesting homosexuality, and the natives got in between the two of them. Is that what you're saying is what happened, Game Effects? And it's still, I have to watch the video to know for myself. But is that what you're saying? And still, if that's what you're saying, I'm not understanding why the natives are getting taunted for trying to get in between something to break something up. It seems like the MAGA kids would just be going after the black Israelite kids, or I don't know if they were kids. I'm guessing that everybody here is like, teenagers, young adults, early 20s. I'm guessing. So if y'all have more context, I'm willing to listen to what y'all are saying, and again, I'm willing to look at that video. So if I need to make some corrections, I will. Let's see. Naywest says the elderly Native American that was playing his drum and chanting was trying to keep the peace. That I do remember hearing that, Naywest, exactly. After I read one of those other comments, I do remember reading that somebody said that he was trying to get in between those kids and another group of kids. And so still, let's say that some group of black Israelite kids were taunting these white Catholic boys. And so the Native Americans come in beating their drums and singing whatever song to try to keep the peace, then why then are the white kids attacking the natives? That's what I don't understand. That's what I can't get with. Wolverine says, try mocking the haka by the New Zealand natives. Your ass might not be going home. Oh, are you talking about like those people that look like Jason Momoa? Is that what you? I don't know another way to say it because I'm not 100% familiar with what you're talking about. But I think that I know what you're saying. Von D says interesting. What are you saying is interesting, Bondi? Mark says depends on who you call dumb. It's opinion. It's an opinion. True, but people are. Nayway says, but people are twisting the story, saying the Native American walked up to the white kids and started harassing them. Yeah, and I just have a very hard time believing that this elderly Native American man would just walk up to white kids randomly and start harassing them. I will look at the videos, but no. But I forgot. You're right. Two of you have already said that there was an issue going on. Okay, the part with the natives, Fondi. Two of you have already said there was an issue going on with the young white boys and another group of kids. So I'm guessing that this other group of people were the black Israelites, and that's who the natives got in between. Still, nothing makes sense to me as to why the white kids would turn on the natives and start mocking them. That I cannot understand. The natives beating the drum is a peaceful practice. Yeah, exactly, Wolverine. Let's see. Poetry says those kids thought the natives were an easier target to take their anger out on. I do agree with that. If the other group of kids, or like if it was some younger black kids their own age, well then we'll just deal with these old, natives, we can pick on them, or else they look more peaceful. So, they might be an easier target. That's something that definitely crossed my mind, Poetry. Wolverine says, oh wait, no, I read that. Game Effect says the black Israelites were not kids. They were 5 black men with beards who were preaching about the Bible and that God hates homosexuality. Okay, that and even that being said, if they're grown men, it's 5 of them. It was a whole bunch of those kids from Kentucky. Still, it doesn't explain why the white kids were then mocking the natives, like either run away from the and it doesn't explain the mother saying that she can blame her son's behavior for mocking the natives on the black Muslims or black Israelites. She called them black Muslims, but I'm being told that now that they're black Israelites, I'm kind of leaning towards Poetry's theory that they just felt like mocking somebody, so we'll just mock these Native Americans because these 5 black men with beards are a little bit more scary, so we'll just mock this old man with a drum. Let's see here. Right Boy says, I've also seen videos of natives telling them to go back to Europe. I think all sides had bad in this. Okay, so is that on the bit? Right Boy, you the one who sent me the video, or was that? No. Okay, I'm gonna see if that's in the videos that I have. If anybody has any video of this or whatever, then that's fine. Let me see. What else y'all have to say? Trump supporters who work with the government are mad. Karma. Yeah, I got into that Jersey Kickboxing. We already talked about the government shutdown, and I did say that I do feel like, as much as the American public has some ramifications to deal with from this government shutdown, I think that President Trump does too. Basically because he upset his base in dealing with this, which is uneducated white men, many of whom work for the government and who are going without their checks. So he's upset them. So we'll see, if he upset them enough to not vote for him again. But I don't know. We'll see. I trust Tim's review. He's a lefty. Who is Tim? Mark. Let's see. Naywest says there were Native people that commented saying that this chant was prayer. And that's plausible to me, Nay West. Let's see here. Right Boy says you should watch Tim Pool's video. Oh, that's what you're saying, Tim Pool. Okay, I don't know who that is. That like maybe a reporter in the UK or something. I don't know the name Tim Pool. And so I saw Mark Keedwell commenting now. Tim Pool. Okay, I'm putting I'm putting it all together now. So, okay, my mind is cranking up here. Let's see here. You should watch Tim Pool's video on this. It puts it all in order. Okay, Right Up Boy has been visiting too many right-wing sites. Oh, don't say that. Wolverine's grass, but I do want to see. There's something to be seen. I want to see, but I'm kind of with poetry of the mind that, maybe the natives were just an easier target for these white kids. Maybe they got mocked, so they wanted to mock somebody else. So we're gonna mess with these kids instead of these grown black men with beards. They don't look as scary. So let me go to the next story. Crazy Eagles. Okay, and Bright Boy said he's just seen other videos. Okay, I'm here. I'm here for it. A Philadelphia Eagles fan allegedly attacked her girlfriend and put their dog in a microwave oven after Sunday's playoff loss to the New Orleans Saints. Police say that Kirsten Gaskins of Philadelphia faces a few charges, and they are assault and cruelty to animals and possession of drug paraphernalia from the incident that occurred during an argument over the football game. So, according to the complaint, she struck her girlfriend several times, and the argument started when Kirsten Gaskins was drunk and began yelling about the Eagles' loss at the hotel where the couple was staying for a weekend trip. Kirsten Gaskins allegedly shoved her girlfriend down on the floor and began hitting her in the face. And her girlfriend pushed her off of her and she escaped. But the police said that she had blood on her ear and cuts on her nose and her cheek when they arrived. And thankfully the dog was unharmed. Police found the Pomeranian crammed into the microwave with no room to move. And it does appear as though the microwave oven was never turned on, thank goodness. But Gaskins did threaten to to kill the dog during the couple's argument. And so the police said they found a marijuana grinder in her pocket, and the judge ended up releasing her on $20,000 bail. So yeah, y'all, hey, if pro sports is all that you have in your life going on, you probably need to get more going on, like, because that's a bit much. That's a bit of an overreaction. So let me see what y'all are. Let's see. Let me see here. Let me see what y'all have to say. Poetry says, I'm sure that was supposed to be what the hell. That's a correction. Bye, Mimi. Thank you for coming in. Poetry says, did you say put the dog in a microwave over damn game? Yes, that's exactly what I said. Wolverine says, my brown ass is living in a motel because I'm on a work trip until Thursday. Oh, okay. What kind of work do you do, Wolverine? I'm just curious. If you feel like telling me. Bondi says, sickening. Yes, it is. Wolverine says, miss my woman, and said, oh, I'm sorry. You do miss your family when you're on the road. Hey, I know. I was gone for 2 years from my family. I get it. Sharon says, was that in tribute to Michael Vick? So disrespectful. Oh, my. Wow. Sharon. That's bad. Let's see here. Poetry said that bitch was trying to make Pomeranian hot dogs. Gross. That's really disgusting, though. And I've seen, y'all know, I mean, I have my 2 dogs sitting right here. They're asleep. I am an animal lover, and I've seen things like where like I'll see a caption of someone saying that, somebody was torturing someone's dog, an ex-girlfriend torturing her boyfriend's dog. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for coming in. Torturing her boyfriend's dog to get back at her boyfriend. Like, I saw a video, like, you know how, like, when I was on Facebook, like, you used to be able to, like, press play on a video, and sometimes they would just start playing automatically. And I just remember seeing the beginning of this footage of, like, a pit bull just yelping, and I don't know what this bitch was doing to this dog, but it made me want to kill her. And I've heard stories of people, putting, I heard another story of some guy who, put his girlfriend's puppy in an oven, and, that's how he turned the oven on and the puppy died, just because she broke up with you. Like, that shit is so disgusting and evil. I love people, don't get me wrong. I am, a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan. I'm not, in PETA or anything. But it 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 just sickens me when I hear about people abusing animals. The same way that it sickens me when I hear. I mean, on the same level that it abuses that it sickens me when I hear about people abusing children or the elderly. It's all just as bad to me. I know that animals aren't people, and other people will say, that they maybe value human life more than animal life. I really don't. I'm not one of those people. I think that we all have, this desire to live, and animals do too. And just, like, I think you just have to be a really sick motherfucker to be able to torture an animal and watch it die and get joy out of that. Like, it makes you laugh, or you get some kind of pleasure from that, or, like, y'all, I really got off on a tangent there, but I just love animals, and I can't see threatening to kill somebody's dog because they don't want to be with me. Like, no, that shit pisses me off. It really does. Let me see. What else? Jersey. I guess Jersey's a little behind. He says Philly fans. Oh no, he's not. He says Philly fans are very aggressive and die hard. I know. I live there. Yeah, Philly fans are. They are retarded. Now, this girl took it to a whole new level, but yeah, some of them like are very extreme. Some of them are very extreme. Wolverine says, "Sorry if I come across ignorant. Y'all good people." No, you don't come across ignorant. Why would you say that? I don't think anybody thinks that. Nay West says, sound like some mental illness may have something to do with that kind of reaction. Yeah, like it. Girl, yep. I agree. Wolverine says, I'm a domicile nurse. I work with private patients. I never knew that. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, well, hey, that's good. That's good to know. I just feel like it takes a special kind of person to be in that kind of a profession. Yeah, Nikki, I'm with you. Nikki says that's pure evil. It is. And Woods, you told me to call you Woods, says it's sick. It is. Let's see here. That was the first thing I thought of. Karma will get to these people when they least expect it. Trust. Yeah, I sure hope so. Wood says if you will hurt an animal, you will hurt a human, and I believe that. I do think that is the it's just like a stepping stone, like, and you see that, like, some of these little people who grew up to be serial killers and shit, you'll hear like, oh, they used to kill cats on the street and shit like that. So yeah, I believe it. It's all life, we all have this life force and we want to live. Like, Nate says, I think it's a lot easier to trust dogs than it is to trust people. I 100% agree, Nate. If I see my dogs react to a person in a negative manner, my dogs love people. They love people, but if I see them react in a manner that looks troubling to me, I won't deal with that person. Let's see, poetry. If you want to donate to this channel, hit tie up here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Or you can just hit my PayPal. I mean, not my PayPal. That is my PayPal. She put my PayPal link, and then my super chat. I have my little dollar sign there if y'all want to just bless me with something. But no, thank you, poetry. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Woods. If you hurt an animal, you would hurt a human, and we see it. Like, it's nothing new. We see that. Okay. Ciara and Future. Gillette. We have another male who needs to see your ad. Future took his dusty ass on the Free Brands Radio Presents The Wizard Show on Apple Music's Beat One on Thursday. And he was supposed to be promoting his newest music project. But the main thing that came out of that interview is that this Negro is still bitter over Ciara being able to move on and to move up without his dusty ass. In the interview, he slammed Russell Wilson for, quote, not being a man. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. I appreciate it. And his marriage to Ciara, he said that, quote, he do exactly what she tell him to do, I feel like, he said before being further pressed on the topic. of Ciara and Russell. Quote, he not being a man in that position. He not telling her, chill out with that on the internet. Don't even talk to him. I'm your husband! Exclamation point. You better not even bring Future's name up, he went on to say. Quote, if that was me, she couldn't even bring his name up. She know that. Even bring up her ex's name. So it's like, okay, Future. It sounds to me like this Negro is controlling, and he's mad that he still can't continue to control Ciara. And it appears that she has a man who's not trying to control her now, from everything that we can see of Russell and Ciara. So Ciara and Future, obviously, or some of us may know, they had a really bad split in 2014. And just months after their son Future was born, he was accused of cheating on her. And so then their son, Future Zahir, I believe is the child's name, became the focus of their spat. And Future was on, Twitter calling Ciara a bitch for allegedly not letting her see their son. And their custody case was settled in January of 2017. And it seems that Future has just been having this one-sided beef with Ciara for the last 4 years on social media. He is such a fuckboy. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm so happy that Ciara was able to move on and to level up. And since then, neither Ciara nor Russell Wilson has responded officially. Though after that interview, Ciara did take to her Instagram to post a photo of herself wearing some very high stiletto heels with the caption, "Rise Above." And Russell Wilson shared a picture. Hey, you not ready 365? Thank you for coming in. Russell Wilson shared a picture of Ciara and Future's son, Future Zahir, giving a kiss to his little sister, Sienna, who is Ciara and Russell Wilson's daughter. And he put the caption, "All that matters, #love." So I hope that neither one of them takes time out of their happy lives to respond to this dusty ass Negro. I'm so sick of Future just coming on and attacking Ciara, and I don't think anybody knows anything about the new music that he's dropping, but we all know that he's still bitter over Ciara. So let me see what y'all have to say about this, and then we'll move on to the next story. Let me see here. Let's see. Sharn says she probably felt her girl loved the dog more than her. That's possible. Could be very jealous. Oh, but bye, Wolverine. Okay, he has to go to sleep so that he doesn't disturb his roommate. Okay, let me see. Good night, Wolverine. Thank you for coming in. Hope you get to your family soon. I know it can be lonely on the road. Okay, yeah, your roommate is snoring. So I hope you can get to sleep. Let's see here. Poetry says, Future need to stop the kid old enough to vote now. She's, I know, like that. Yeah, like it's old. It's old. We're all tired of it. And he's still pressed. I know, he's very pressed. Nay West says he truly embarrassed himself. Still in his feelings. He is. I mean, like, there's nothing else to say about it. It's nothing else to say about this. Let's see here. Sharon says, I just found out the Super Chat takes a third of the money. I'll donate to people PayPal or Cash App. I want y'all to get all your funds. Oh, thank you. That's sweet of you. Yeah. I think it's actually, is it 30%? It's somewhere between 25 and 30% that Super Chat takes. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess we have to give him a portion for putting us on the platform, I guess. Wolverine is gone, but he asked if Ciara's a singer. Yes, she is. Let's see here. Poetry agreeing with Nay West about Future embarrassing himself and being in his feelings. Right Boy says, I don't really care much for Future, and his new album was even more trash than usual. I do not listen to his music, so I can't say, you know. Yeah, I'm sure that I'm not a fan, though. Let's see. Nay West says he sounds like Seeley talking to Miss Sophie. I've only seen The Color Purple once, and I was in high school by the time I saw it. Y'all know I don't do movies, and I'm like very, very late on the movies that everybody watches. So, but yeah, he sounds like a fool. Let's see here. Right Boy says Ciara got bangers. Don't disrespect. Yes, she does. She does have some bangers for sure. Right Boy says, oh, and Sharon says, I'm headed to work, so I may be a little behind my comments. Okay, well, be careful on your way to work, but thank you for hanging out with us, on your way to work. I appreciate it. Right Boy, I mean, You're Not Ready is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And Right Boy says, Russell seems like a real man to me. He seems like a real man to me too. A lot of these men, if everything that we see is what it is, then yeah. A lot of men don't like taking on someone else's child, but he seems to have a loving relationship with Future Junior. Future's out here, whatever that little boy's name is. To me, that is real man stuff. Yeah, don't chat and drive, Sean. Wood says Future didn't want to get married. He likes sleeping around too much. Yeah, I mean we're talking about a dude. How many baby mama does Future have? Is it like it's somewhere between 5 and 7, right? He just likes impregnating these girls and moving on. And Ciara, I guess, is the only one who he's been with who actually had a real career of her own, who could get on and get along and move on and move up without him. And so I think that vexes him. They didn't respond because they too busy living their best life. Yeah, exactly, Nay, exactly. And I hope that they continue to. And I hope that this child support just dries up every cent that he gets with all these children that he's making with all these different women. He's really disgusting. I don't know who these women are who keep opening their legs to him. He's so gross. Ciara's only mistake was having a kid with him and not both with Russell. Right, I'm sure she probably feels that way. I mean, I'm sure she's thankful for her child, doesn't consider the child a mistake. But yeah, I'm sure in retrospect she does, hate that she has to deal with this fool, until this child is 18 years old. Let's see. Lady B says, notice he said, I feel like. Sounds to me like speculation. People speculate on things that they haven't seen for themselves. That means he spent no time with this couple. He should shut up and move on. I agree. I mean, and he's had at least 2 baby mamas since he was with Ciara. So why are you still so pressed? Like, why don't you get a life? Let's see. Tammy says, I agree, Ty. Tormenting animals and people are awful. Yeah, 100%. Like, something's gotta be like really, really wrong with you. Oh, The Color Purple is one of my very top movies, and I have a book too. Tammy. Tammy has a bookstore, in case y'all are wondering, in case y'all wanted to know. Let's see here. Wood says 30%, that's crazy. They worse than the IRS. Oh, Lord. Sean says, Future has plenty of women he can harass, so he should move on and focus on getting a new stylist and clean up his look. I know. He looks like he needs a bath. Like, he just needs to be scrubbed down in a tub full of turpentine or something. Let's see. Poach is about to switch my car to, gotta pick up Keenan. Oh, about to switch to my car. Okay. Well, you be careful, too. Let's see. Sharon says she's gonna buy Keena's scooter. She says she's been ready to go. That's funny. Tracy says Future has a new CD coming out, so he needs people talking about. True. I mean, and I guess it, like, maybe his toxic male fans, that's what they enjoy talking about. It gives them a moment to talk shit about Ciara for not sticking around with that good man or whatever. I don't know, but just notice he I don't know, nobody's really talking about the music. They're just talking about his interview with Ciara. Thank you, You're Not Ready 365, you and Mrs. LP. Y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for my super chat. I appreciate it. Y'all know I appreciate every dollar, every penny I get that y'all send to me. I appreciate it so much, and I'm going to get me some more money into my PayPal so that I can super chat. Well, I can't super chat y'all, but I'm looking forward to y'all being monetized so I can just hit you up on a super chat and I have to go to these hoops with my PayPal, but I appreciate it. Yeah, Nate West says you got 5 on it. Y'all, speaking of, right, okay, y'all already know, I told y'all I'm ready to see that new Jordan Peele movie. What is it called? Dang, how did I forget what it's called? But yeah, y'all know when they're using I Got Five on it in that promotion for that movie. I want to see that. I already forgot what it's called. Us? Is it called Us? Yeah, poetry. I got five on it. Y'all, that shit looks like it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait to see that. And I'm scaredy cat. But I don't care. I want to see that movie. Hi, Mrs. LP. Thank you for my super chat. Thank you for coming in. I always love having you and your man here. I'm very thankful, y'all, for real. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. And y'all want to go to the party? Y'all want to go and party hardy? On a random night, check out Already 365. Mrs. LP is manning the chat, and she'll get to your chat. But they just go in there and have a good time and party with some music. And that's probably why y'all aren't monetized, because I do music streams every now and then. I call it my gangster stream, and I had to delete them obviously because it's music. But I want to see y'all monetized. So I want to hit y'all up with a super chat. You know what I'm saying? I like the super chat too. Let me see. Let's see. Broner versus Pacquiao. Y'all, I gotta show y'all this video. So Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner fought last night in Las Vegas, and Manny Pacquiao won via unanimous decision after 12 rounds. But Adrian Broner believed that he won the fight, and apparently not too many people agree with his view. Manny Pacquiao attempted 48% more punches than Adrian Broner. He landed Manny Pacquiao 62% more than his opponent, and he connected on 44 more body shots than Broner. And Broner was only credited with 3 the entire 12-round fight. So most people would just call this domination, this thing that Manny Pacquiao did to Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner says that the fix was in to set up another Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, and that's why he lost. And he also said that he could beat up Jim Gray, who is the 60-year-old Showtime sportscaster who interviewed him. And so I'm telling y'all, the confidence that Adrian Broner and his losing ass self has in himself makes some people think that he would be a great motivational speaker, or that possibly Manny Pacquiao knocked some of his brain cells loose. So let me find the video of his post-fight interview, and you can judge for yourself as to what's going on with Mr. Adrian Broner. Let's see here. Thanks y'all for sticking out with me. Let me find the video. Looks like our Fire tablet wants to work with us today. So let me see. Where's the extended video? Hold on. That's not the one that I want to show y'all. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Let me get at the top. Shit. I tell you, I always have an easy time finding these videos when I'm putting my notes together. But then when I'm on here with y'all, okay, here we go.
Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him. You averaged 8 punches. Less than 8 punches was the most punches that you had in the round, and it seemed as though you couldn't get it already sounded like it was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking to you. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. What they trying to do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worrying about it. I'm still that nigga, man. I'm on top. Cincinnati, stand up. West side. 2-5. You're 3-3-1 in your last 7 fights. What will you do next? Hey, I'm 3-3-1 my last 7, but I'll be 7-0 against you. Well, that wouldn't mean much. That's the end of this interview.
Y'all, that's the funniest shit I think I've seen all week. Hold on. Let me just run it down for y'all one more time so we can all get another good laugh in. Hold on.
What did you think about the fight? I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight.
punches was the most punches that you had.
Hey, Journey.
It seemed as though you couldn't get
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking to you. But let me talk some.
It already
Let me let
sounded
y'all
good
know.
against me.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
He
Y'all know I
lost
beat that boy.
for the hood.
What they trying to do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worried about it. I'm still that nigga, man. I'm on top. Cincinnati,
Still
stand
that
up. West side. 2-5.
You're 3-3 and
West side.
last 7 fights. What will you do next?
Hey, I'm 3-3-1 my last 7, but I'll be 7-0 against you.
Well, that wouldn't mean much. That's the end of this interview.
I'm 3-3-1 in my last 7 fights, but I'll be 7-0 against you, you old ass man. Like, are you kidding me, boy? Y'all, he said he did it for the hood. You came out here and lost to old ass Manny Pacquiao for the hood. It's been a while, I guess, maybe since I've been in the hood, but I don't think the hood is really respecting you going out and losing a fight to an old ass man. You fuck boy. y'all, that his confidence is on a level 10. Like, you at least, I guess, gotta respect that, but I'm 3-3-1 in my last 7, but I'll be 7-0 against you. You're talking to a 60-year-old sportscaster who does not box, so. And y'all heard the sportscaster? Well, that's not saying much, but I mean, y'all, somebody help this young man. That was just crazy. I don't know what to say about that. So he's totally tripping. Let me see what y'all have to say about this young man. Oh, y'all, that was the best thing I saw all week. Let me see here. Journey came in the house. Hey, Journey, how are you doing? Let's see here. Poetry said I should fly to Texas and go to the movie. Yes, you should fly to Texas and go to the movie with me. We can do a vlog. I'll bring my big movie purse and we can have a whole lot of snacks. That's what I do, y'all. I bring my big movie purse with all my snacks. But I go to the counter and I always buy an icy to throw them off. Like, oh, she wouldn't be the kind of girl to steal. She just, has a very large purse, but she buys things at the concession. But little do they know, I have my movie purse that has my peanut M&Ms and my other treats that I like to eat. Ha ha ha, that's how I get them. So anyway, let's see here. Tell me this time update too. I finally got a hold of the church secretary to turn in the backpack program money. They didn't want to be recorded on YouTube. So I'm going to show you. Oh, congratulations. Okay, that is awesome, Tammy. Tammy, you're the shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit. Not shit. The shit, which is good. Shit is bad. The shit is great. Let's see here. Hopefully coming this week or it'll be turned in, weather permitting. That's awesome. Well says, shit, I missed this. So yeah, you missed that video of crazy Adrian. Anyway, let's see here. Naywa says he cannot be at this level of petty with his hands on his hips. I won't allow it. That's hilarious. Oh Lord, talking much trash. I mean much trash. That shit was hilarious. Let's see here. Journey said, what's wrong with him? LOL. He mad. Yeah, he's big mad. He is big mad, y'all. Oh gosh. Hold up. I'm got lost in the comments. Let's see. Tammy said he's fired up. Yes, he is. Well says LMAO. Be right back. Let me see the fight. Oh, my right away says, wow, gotta love it. Seriously, I mean, like, are you kidding? Thank you, Mrs. LP. She's moderating to the extreme. Hit that like button and subscribe and hit the thumbs up and the bell to get notifications for our wonderful host. Thank you, Mrs. LP. I appreciate that. Lady B said, LOL, he tripping. He is tripping. Hey, viewers of you. Thank you for coming in and thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Y'all, another awesome streamer. Viewers of you. She's doing it big on YouTube. So if y'all aren't already following her, she's very entertaining. Go and check her out in case you are not already. Let's see here. What else are y'all saying? That boy there. Oh, he's something else. Let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, now, come on. I messed up something. Wood said mad because he lost. Yes, he's big mad because he lost. Sean says he should have used hood rules for that fight. He should have. Oh Lord. Oh, Tammy says Tosh Time is having a blast at the Texas meetup. Oh yeah, I did see that she was streaming from Houston. Yes, you know, right 365. I'll be have my bag of goodies when I go to the movies. Y'all, I have my it's right up there. I don't want to reach over my dog, but I have my big movie purse for when I go to the movies, and I have all the snacks. I have all the popcorn and candy and potato chips and everything, and I just buy a little $5 icy, and then they don't even worry about it. Let's see here. Then they should let him get whipped by Floyd next. That's probably what he want anyway, to get paid to lose. Probably so. Shit, I would let Floyd Mayweather whip my ass for a couple $1 million. Sure would. Let him go on and knock me out in the first round. I'll wake up. I'll come to, a few $1 million richer. It'll be worth it. Sure would. Sean said he must have been counting the knots on his head and not his record. I got 3 here, 1 here. Yeah, now that actually was his record, the 3 and 1. But he did let us know he'll be 7-0 against that 60-year-old sportscaster who doesn't even box. Oh Lord, Tammy says LOL. Ty, thanks the ladies that hit the program were shocked in this. That is so awesome. I know that's a great feeling, and I'm so glad you did that, Tammy. I'm so proud of Tammy, y'all. Let's see here. Sharn is a hot mess. Poetry. Oh, let's see here. I do that from the Dollar Tree with my snacks. Yeah, like, hey, wherever I get my snacks, sometimes I'll just go to Walgreens before the movie theater. I'll actually go to the grocery store. I'll go to Dollar Tree and get, some nerds for $1 instead of $4 at the movies, whatever it is. Yes, like, I will do that. Oh, you get popcorn at the movie. See, for me, I just get my drink because, like, it's not as easy to carry a drink, or if I have a soda, I don't want to, be, or, quick at it. I don't want to, cause noise. So I just feel like I get my icy, I'm just sipping, and then, everybody has snacks with paper wrappers, so it's just like I shouldn't be too suspicious, so I'll just start opening my potato chips or my, whatever, my peanut M&Ms or whatever. So anyway, that's how I do it. Let's see here. Right, boy says that boy was crying. that was child torture. Coach said he can trip me in the ring, but I ain't taking no Floyd knockout. I'll take whatever, y'all, and then we'll have this YouTube channel lit. I'll go get my few $1 million from Floyd and then be YouTubing for the rest of my life. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. How old do y'all plan to live to be? I forgot. I'm supposed to be asking y'all for the new people who come in, because we got these people dying now in their 90s and 100s like it's a normal thing. How old do you plan to live to be? I plan to live to be 120. What about you? Let me see here. Erica Badu. Now, poetry, this is an R. Kelly related story, so you may or may not want to be here. I have 2 that are R. Kelly related, and so it's up to you. I know that poetry is about sick of hearing about the man, and I don't blame her. But Erica Badu loves R. Kelly, and I hope that her career is worth it, because apparently she could not refrain from putting on a love fest for R. Kelly at her own concert. And fans who went to see her sing were not here for her public display of affection for Kells. Last night she performed at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. And maybe because she was in Chicago, she thought that she might have a little more crowd support. But apparently during her concert, she criticized the outcry against R. Kelly following that Surviving R. Kelly documentary, which details multiple allegations of sexual abuse and misconduct against him. Quote, what if one of the people who was assaulted by R. Kelly becomes an offender? We going to crucify them too? she asks her audience. I don't know where she's going with this line of reasoning, but yes, we're going to crucify them too. Erica, I don't know like what her deal is. And so one of her concert goers on Twitter said that she told the crowd to keep their opinion to themselves. It was revealed earlier this month that Erykah Badu turned down the opportunity to appear in the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, while many of his former collaborators have denounced him over his alleged behavior. Erykah still says that she loves him despite the allegations. So let me see. This is what she had to say. She did say that he could be guilty, but you know, at the same time, she's saying pray for him and she loves him and all this stuff. So let me see if I can find it and see what y'all think about it. Let me see if I can. I'm looking at this boy's fight video. Let's see here. Erykah. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the video. Okay, now here's one of her tweets though. Defending him. She says, I think it is unnatural for a heterosexual male to be attracted to a young woman in a revealing skirt? No, I think it's his nature. Okay, Erykah, so she sounds like she's on that, you know, oh, them girls are fast, you know, and I'm sorry, there's no teenage girl who's fast enough to outrun a man who is not attracted to children in the first place. So let me see here. Yeah, really disappointed in Erykah Badu. Can't say that I'm surprised because she's been on some weird shit for a minute. Let's see here. Okay, I haven't looked at that particular video. Let me see if that's... Y'all, I'm disappointed. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, whatever. Let me just get to y'all's comments because I don't know. Do y'all hear that? My dog is grunting, and I don't know if y'all can hear it. Did y'all hear that? That's my dog. He's like got his big ass head on my thigh and he's grunting because he wants attention. Come here, say hi. Come say hi. Come here. Ouch. Say hi. Ouch, Rocco. Big head. Hey, look at them. Look, you're looking at me. Look at them. Do. Nate West says it sounds like you're snoring. Move. I'll give you a treat. Yes, Rocco's being annoying right now. Go to your bed. Get in your bed. There. Here's Sammy. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying about this. Yes, he is a very big baby. Let's see here. Oh, Sharn says she's not trying to be here over 70. Sharn, I'm gonna miss you for like the next 50 years of my life. Let's see here. Erykah, the one who kept the family molestation secrets. That's what she's acting like. I mean, she's totally acting like some kind of rapist, apologist. I don't know. She's saying all men are pedos in waiting. Then fuck he. What? Wait, what? What do you mean right now, boy? Chicago is not for R. Kelly. Well, that's good. I don't think they should be, Sharn. Let's see, Erica B has always been in her own world in her head. It does seem like that. I mean, she's been out there for a minute. Don't get me wrong, like I was a huge fan of her music when she came out. As far as neo soul is concerned, no other woman's voice moves me the way that Erica Badu's voice did. But now I'm questioning, like, does she make music for women, or does she make music for dusty hotep men who think that they know what's best for women? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm questioning everything. And they said, I hear that dog, baby. It sounds like he's snoring. Yeah, that's how he talks to me. Sammy whines. My girl Pitbull whines. Rocco grunts. Sammy's always, and Rocco's, that's just how he's always talked to me. Journey said he wants some loving. He wants some attention because I'm looking at y'all and not him. Rhino Boy says, and now I have another person to add to the list of people whose music I can't listen anymore thanks to R. Kelly. Exactly. Like, and I mean, I love me some Erykah Badu. So, like, am I like one of those people who's like, well, I already have her music, so it's okay for me to listen. Like, I'm not gonna buy anything and enrich her, but I mean, I do like, Danger. Like, like, oh Lord. Anyway, I don't want to be one of those people, but she's really pissed me off. So, is she canceled, or is she canceled? Let's see. Come on now, Erica. Nobody paid to see you perform his music. They paid for you to sing your music. Yes, they didn't pay you to give your statement on him. None of that. They paid to hear you. Gave me the life that I came to live. Gave me the song that I came to give. Pressure on me, but the seed has grown. I can't make it on my own. Summer came around and the flowers bloomed. He became the sun, I became the moon. Precious gifts that we both received. Boy, could this be make believe? What you gonna do when they come for you? Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Yes, it does. That's what they came for, not to hear you talking about R. Kelly or singing Happy People or, stepping in the name of love. They want to hear Erica. Like, don't do that. Like I said, I hope your career was worth it. Beg a lady. Yes, I know, Nay West. You can't hurry up, 'cause you got too much stuff. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, I was a fan too, Journey. Like, and I hate to say that in the past tense. Yeah, what is my dog? He sounds like he's just a loud snoring thing. That is what he sounds like when he's communicating with me. But he snores even louder than he grunts. Let's see here. Yeah, still am not a fan of her, but yeah, a fan of her music. I know. I hate to say that. Nate says, I'm a diehard Erykah Badu fan, and this is so just disappointing. Yeah, it is. It is very disappointing. This is just so disappointing. It is. It is. Like, love Erykah Badu. Love her. That snore sounded like my hubby. Rocco, why do you sound like a grown man snoring? Oh, I know. Bag lady is everything. Bag light. Tammy says, I have a cassette tape of her music tie that a client made me when I worked in the mental health field. Her music is everything. Like, that's what, oh man, I was in college when Erykah Badu came out, and I was like, I've never heard anything like this, and I just want to hear more and more of it. Oh, I know. It is really good music, Tammy. It is. Poetry says it was make believe. Oh, her ass don't know what she was singing. She's quite full of shit, but the music is great. I'll give her that. But yeah, is she full of shit? 100%. One last R. Kelly story, poetry, and it's snappy, and we'll get it over with. R. Kelly has been dropped by RCA. Erykah Badu may love her some R. Kelly. But it appears that RCA Records does not, or at least they might love their bottom line a little bit more. Excuse me, y'all. So they have reportedly severed ties with R. Kelly following mounting pressure against them to drop the singer. As of Friday, neither RCA or its parent company Sony has commented, but Friday, R. Kelly's name was no longer on RCA's website. He had 2 more albums left on his contract with RCA, and it's unclear what the status of those 2 albums is or what it's going to be. But Don Russell, who is one of R. Kelly's advisors, said that he doesn't want to legally go after anyone, and that he's saying that R. Kelly doesn't want to legally go after anyone, and that multiple record companies, multiple record labels are very interested in working with R. Kelly. So he claims that R. Kelly has outgrown RCA and he is ready for the next level of his life. And quote, "This train has run its course. I wish you guys the best and let's move on." So sounds like a very delusional way to get to come to terms with the fact that they dropped you. And I'm sure that there's just tons of record labels wanting that kind of scrutiny and criticism from their base. So yeah, whatever. Let's just whatever. Let me see what y'all are saying about this bullshit. Let's see here. Erica was before she started dating others in the industry. Yeah, Erica is like, she has three rapper baby daddies. Like, I don't know, like what. I don't know, man. Right up way says, "LOL, sure, R. Kelly." Like, sure. All those record labels wanting to work with you, and you just outgrown RCA all of a sudden. Okay, we got you. We believe it. Journey says that just sounds like a baked PR message for R. Kelly. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I'm ready for him to go behind bars, and when he does, I'm going to write a song and I'm going to release it here on YouTube, and it's going to be another remix to Ignition, R. Kelly going to prison. I got to work on the rest, but that's all I got so far. So let's talk about Les Moonves and his nasty ass while we're on the subject of nasty men. More news in the world of naughty men. My eye, I'm sorry. Like, it feels like something dropped in there and it's burning, stingy. Les Moonves, who should be thanking his lucky stars that he is not behind bars right now, is putting up a fight against CBS because he was not able to walk away with his $120 million severance package. We've talked about that before a few times in here. Yes, the same Les Moonves who was found to be guilty, at least by means of an investigation, of multiple counts of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, and sexual abuse, and general abuse of his power. He has let it be known that this week he does not intend on walking away from CBS without his money. Now, CBS conducted that investigation that found that he was fired for a cause and therefore not entitled to any severance pay. Like I said, we've gone over all of those things in here. We've talked about Les Moonves at least 4 times in this, and all the stuff that he's done and how he was trying to cover it up. But in short, so there's no need to do it again. So in short, he was accused of varying degrees of sexual misconduct by more than a dozen women. And the investigation found those women to be credible and found Les Moonves to be evasive and untruthful and deliberately lying and minimizing the extent of sexual misconduct. He still denies any non-consensual sexual relations, and I guess that's why he feels like he has a leg to stand on, because everybody agreed to what he said. But even so, even if everything that he's saying is 100% true and the sexual relations that he had while on the job, with people who work for CBS were consensual, it would still be a violation of the company's code. Like, you're not supposed to be fucking your subordinate employees. So he has a whole lot of nerve, and I just mean a whole lot, to think that he should have the right to demand that $120 million, that he should be able to walk away with that after the reason that he had to step down. So let me see what y'all have to say, and we'll go on to another shitty individual. Let's see here. Nay West said, "My best friend and I had a conversation about Erykah Badu posts of her saying something along the lines of women who dress provocatively are the ones that will get raped. She's one of those women, man. Hey, Deshaun the track. She's one of those women who I think women need to watch out for. Frankly, Tammy says, "LOL, sing it, Ty." Right away says, "I'm sure Aaliyah creepy uncle will sign him to Black Ground Records." That's he has a label. I didn't know that Aaliyah had an uncle who had a label. Nate West says, "I'm sorry to cut this short, but I gotta go. Everybody have a happy Martin Luther King Day tomorrow." You too, Nate West. If I didn't get to say bye, I'm sorry, but I just now saw that you were leaving. But I hope that you enjoy your Martin Luther King Day. I hope that y'all have it off. I don't. I'll be at the workplace come tomorrow. Let's see here. Deshaun says, "Hey, I love you. I love you too. Thank you, Deshaun." Mrs. P, thank you. Says smash that thumbs up for our lovely, wonderful host. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye, Nay West. We'll see you. I appreciate you for being here as long as you were. Let's see here. This might be our last story that I have full notes on. And it's not long. Greg Hardy, y'all know him? If Animation Real was here, he would, because he was a cowboy. A Dallas Cowboy, but I haven't seen Animation's Real comment in a minute. So Greg Hardy is still out here being the same piece of shit that he was before he got signed to the Dallas Cowboys roster. Moments after he was disqualified for an illegal knee to the head of his opponent in his UFC debut on Saturday night, he said that the foul wasn't deliberately breaking the rules. He says, "I'm not a cheater. That's not on my record. That's not on my resume." Okay, well, generally people don't put cheater on their resume. But as far as that not being on your record, you know what is on his record? For those of you who don't know or who need a refresher on who Greg Hardy is, domestic violence charges, that's on his record. Assault, communicating threats, that's on his record after he was alleged to have assaulted his ex-girlfriend by grabbing her, throwing her onto furniture, and strangling her and threatening to kill her. And also on his record is an arrest for a cocaine charge. The assault charges happened while he was a Carolina Panther. The cocaine charge came 2 years later, and somehow he's still fortunate enough to be able to call himself a pro athlete. Only now he's not in the NFL as a Carolina Panther or a Dallas Cowboy. He is now in the UFC. Like I said, still getting chance after chance after chance after chance to be a pro athlete. What every young boy in America dreams of being, right? And he continues to be an ungrateful asshole. So just looking forward to seeing more bright and sunny stories from this young man's life. And that's it for Greg Hardy. Like I said, it was plain and simple. I hate talking about this Negro. So let me see what else y'all have to say, if anything, about Greg Hardy. And we'll move on quite quickly. Yeah, right, that boy, exactly. He seems like a really great guy. P. Grant M. says, "Trump crime family, how are you doing?" That's a new name. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, exactly, poetry. And all Colin Kaepernick did was take a knee, but Greg Hardy still was able to get chance after chance after chance. But hey, it is what it is, right? Yeah, that came to my mind too. So, this is what I don't have notes on there. There were two more stories that I was looking to get some notes on, but I couldn't really wrap it up, so I'm gonna need y'all to help me out, or else I can save it for next week. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to do. Cardi B versus Tommy from The Blaze or whatever. I'm sure that Charlemagne the God doesn't know what to do with himself at this moment because his two best girls are fighting each other. Earlier this week, Cardi B released an ass-shaking video. I believe it was called Twerk, with some girls who I believe are called the City Girls. Don't know it. Saw some scenes from the video, and it was literally just a bunch of ass shaking. And so she was trending for that video. Shortly after she was trending for that video, she was trending for a different reason, because she had some words about Trump and this government shutdown and his precious wall. And I guess after whatever comments she made on that video about Trump and the wall, then Tommy had to make some comments about her, and like a lot of people are just saying, oh, she's just a stupid rapper. Why is she making commentary on politics? So, and then I guess to which Cardi B responded that she would dog walk her. What Cardi B said she would dog walk Tommy Lauren. Is that how you pronounce her last name? Whatever. She said she would dog walk her, and I guess that's like another way of saying like drag her in a fight. I know it's not being nice and sweet. So, yeah, that was really it. I mean, unless y'all want to see the video of what Cardi had to say about Trump and the wall after she released her ass shaking video, I can look and see if I can find it. Let's see. Get rid of Erica Badu and this foolishness. Let me see what videos are available of Cardi B. Yeah, like when I'm searching her right now, all I'm seeing is the ass shaking. But this is what she had to say about Trump.
Federal government workers to go back. Trump is now ordering, as in summoning, federal government workers to go back to work without getting paid. Now, I don't want to hear y'all motherfuckers talking about, oh, but Obama shut down the government for 17 days. Yeah, bitch. For healthcare, so your grandma could check her blood pressure, and you bitches could go check your pussy in the gynecologist with no motherfucking problem. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't care because y'all don't work for the government or y'all probably don't even have a job, but this shit is really fucking serious, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, our country is in a hellhole right now, all for a fucking war. Like, we really need to take this serious. I feel like we need to take some action. I don't know what type of action, bitch, because this is not what I do, but bitch, I'm scared. This is crazy, and I really feel bad for these people that gotta go to fucking work to not get motherfucking paid.
So she said it in her own fashion. And, I mean, I've talked on this stream multiple times about how I don't think that Cardi B is the brightest bulb in the package. But I can agree that it is kind of a scary time for the country. I hate, and we already talked about the shutdown. We kind of opened the stream with that. I just hate the thought of people having to go to work without getting paid, like being ordered to go to work and not getting paid. Yeah, they'll get it on the back end, but what are they going to do now? Like, that's what bothers me. And so apparently Tommy and Cardi have had some Twitter exchanges since this video was released. And I mean, okay, nothing's going to happen. Like, these girls aren't going to see each other in the streets and get to fighting, so that really doesn't matter. But I will say, as much trash as Cardi does and says, I'm glad that she said something. Is it the most eloquently put? No. Is Cardi B? Is anything that she ever says, does anything that she ever, are any of her words ever just put in the most, eloquent and polished manner? No. But, she said something. She said more than a lot of, famous people would. She said something more than a lot of people who maybe even have more clout or people who would respect said. So, hey, it's something. So, I don't know. Like I said, feelings about Trump aside, I just hate that people are having to go to work without getting paid to work. Like that, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm sure that some of them are getting to the point where they can't. I mean, I guess some of these people who are calling in, it's not just because they're taking a political stance. I can't afford, I don't have gas to put in my car. I can't get ready in the dark. My electricity is off. Like, people are in some dire situations. Some of these are people who already weren't making a lot of money as it was. So, not to get into that because we talked about a shutdown. Don't even want to really go back there. But so that's just a thing. Cardi and Tommy, they're just going back and forth with each other on Twitter. Let's see here. What are y'all saying? Trump thinks he is suffering like government workers. He had to cut back to only 1 scoop of ice cream instead of 2. That's what P. Grant M said. Yeah, not quite the kind of sacrifices that everyday people are having to make. That's for sure. That's funny. Cardi will get to fighting on side. Y'all think so? I hope that Cardi stopped the fighting shit. I mean, hopefully she learned a lesson with the whole Nicki Minaj thing. She doesn't need to be fighting anybody, and Tommy would probably try to sue Cardi and have her in prison. So she has too much to lose now. Hopefully she's not with all that fighting shit. See, if I make sure y'all can get your kitty cat checked. That's all Cardi was saying. Meow, meow. Sharn is crazy. But yeah, I mean, hey, making sure she said that what she said, so y'all can go get y'all pussy checked at the gynecologist, you know. Thank you, President Obama. Like, all right, so everybody, no excuses for no unchecked pussies out there. Let's see. Thank you, Mrs. LP. So hit that like button and subscribe and hit the thumbs button, the bell. Thank you to get notifications. Thank you very much, Mrs. LP. I appreciate that. Journey says she spoke out more than any other celebrity would. True. She did. And I don't know if y'all saw, but there were even some Democratic lawmakers like, should I retweet this? I'm debating on whether or not I want to retweet this. And they're like, well, if you will, I will. But yeah, like everybody's scared. But like, okay, like we like the sentiment, but maybe as politicians, we can't really be putting all this profanity on our pages. Let's see here. Poacher said, well, damn, I can say I respect her for that. Yeah, like, hey, it's something, right? For all the nonsense and fuck shit and, you know, ridiculousness that comes with Cardi B, every now and then, you know, she will say something that I'm just like, makes me stop and think, you know. Right Up Boy says, I know everyone would think Cardi would win that fight, but Tommy looks like she can scratch me. Really? To me, neither one of them really looks like they're about that life. But hey, you never know. You never know. But I would hope that it doesn't have to come to that. Ty, you need to add the jingle feature for your own words and short songs. I would love to be a little jingle writer. Oh, wait, y'all, we got to show Poetry something. Poetry, are you still here? Let's see. That's crazy working without pay, but I do that in my short times. Oh, Tammy, it's a struggle, right? But like, hey, at least nobody's ordering you to go and work for no money. But yeah, like that's fucked up. The only people that should work without pay are the corrupt people. Yeah, I feel, Tammy, I said earlier we talked about the government shutdown, and I was saying that I just feel like as long as these, low paid federal workers have to work, then I feel like the lawmakers shouldn't be getting paid either while the government shutdown goes on, and maybe that would give them some incentive to reach across aisles and work with each other to get it ended. But yeah, working without pay, that's hard. And if only the corrupt ones were to work without pay, that would mean that none of them would be getting paid either. Let me see here. So let me see if I can find the video for Poetry, because we brought up the whole passports and shots in Poetry stream last night, and she didn't know that was an R. Kelly thing. I know you're not an R. Kelly fan, but I do want you to see this so that you'll know where I'm coming from when I see it, when I say it again, or when I sing it when I'm in here, because it will come up. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. He was in Ethiopia. I said Somalia.
Let me think. Do you have your passport? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your card? Who wants to come back with Rob to America?
So yeah, he was out there in Ethiopia recruiting, asking these girls. Miss LP said no. He was out there in Ethiopia recruiting, asking the girls, "Do you have your passport? Did you get shots? Would y'all like to come back with Rob to America?" So that's what I was asking. That's what I was talking about. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? But the backup singer, though, she's the one who killed me.
How am I gonna get you from Ethiopia
Mm-hmm.
to America.
You can do that. How am I do it?
Let me think. Let me think. Do you have your passport? Your shoes? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shot? Who wants to come back with Rob to America?
Okay, so yeah, animation real. I had to show poetry because she didn't know. We were talking. I was messing with you about that in her stream last night. So she wasn't aware. So I had to make her aware. So now we all on the same page. And me and Animations Real are gonna do a remix to that when we team up to bring y'all the Animations Real reveal. Let's see here. Miss Mrs. LP said no. Oh, let's see here. Plenty of them in all political parties and also banks. So much corruption to deal with. I guess it'd be a whole lot of people not getting paid if corrupt people didn't get paid. Right up with Somalia would have fucked him up. They don't play with men trying to steal him. Okay, yeah, I was trying to remember when I was in poetry stream. I know I said Somalia, but it was Ethiopia where he was out there recruiting. Let's see here. I'm good. I'm done with my trigger phase. The docuseries flood has slowed down. Gotcha. Okay, I got you, poetry. Sharon says, Ty, sounds like you're about that life. I don't know what I said to make you think that, but I am. Let's see here. Why he sound like that? Girl, he's serious about his recruiting. America. Let's see. Hold up. Journey says that's too bad. All that happened with him. He has so much talent. We bash him. I have done it. But people are forgetting that he was a victim, and because of that, became what he is. Right? Wait. Hold up. He was a victim, and because of that, I'm lost in that last part. Not taking up for his actions, just stating. I'm lost in that last sentence, Journey. It's so hard. I still love his voice. Shame he ruined it for me. Yeah, I mean, the man is an undeniable talent. Singer, producer. I mean, yeah, he's very talented. Can't take that away from him, but he has some demons. I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. We gotta face the reality. Let's see here. Poetry says, oh yeah, that's an excuse. I was molested and I haven't slept with kids, men, kept men in hostage-like situation. I know some abusers abuse too, but at this point it's an excuse to soften us. Yeah, I agree. With that, poetry. Yes, I am a thug, Sharon, in case you did not know. So don't get it twisted. Let's see here. I understand it can be an excuse. I also understand everyone who is a victim does not turn around and victimize, but it is really common. I don't really know how. I mean, I'd be interested to know the stats and how common it is, because the sad thing is, I think that abuse is such a common thing, especially against women. But I don't know that that so many women commonly become abusers themselves. I don't know. I'm curious. Not as common as people make it seem when we look at the ratio of victims to abusers. I was saying because okay, I was saying because he was a victim, he victimized a lot of murderers, molesters. They abused because they have been abused again. Just saying my opinion, not facts. Okay, I got you, and I agree with that. But my issue comes with the fact that they know it's wrong. You know enough to know that it's wrong, enough to know that you should cover it up. Um, so I do tend to side with what Coach is saying is that that's an excuse, and there are women in my family who've been sexually abused and who did not turn around and abuse, men as well, who I can say, as far as I know, did not turn around and become abusers. But I feel like it's an excuse to say, well, he just, like, when people say like they don't know what they're doing, and I'm not saying that you said that it was an excuse, Journey. I'm not. I'm just, this is my line of reasoning on the whole thing. When the abused become abusers, they know that it's wrong because they covered up. So like, and that's what I'm saying. I could have compassion, I guess, if you didn't know enough to know that you should cover this up, because it's not like R. Kelly is going around on press dockets, or like on interviews saying, yeah, man, I just dropped my 12 play album, and to celebrate, I went to this middle school in Indiana, and I picked up 5, 12, and 13-year-olds and took them out for pizza and ice cream, and then we all came to my house for a big old orgy. It was great. Like, I feel like if they didn't know, then I could excuse it. But it's like they know, because they don't go around talking about this stuff. That they'll tell the people who are going to help them to cover it up, but they don't just go around, like, the local child molester who's on the what do they call that list, the sexual predator list. They don't go around just telling random people at the grocery store, hey, well, Halloween was great. I set out some decorations, and I had some kids come by, and thankfully, a couple of 13-year-old girls stayed, and I had them suck my dick. It was a really great Halloween. No, like, they know that what they're doing is wrong, so like they do what they can to lure kids in, but then they just they do what they do, but they try to shut them up and like, don't go tell anybody or I'm gonna kill you. Like, it's wrong. Like, it's fucked up. But yeah, I just, at this point, like, you've gotten away with so much, and you've been so calculated about how you've selected your victims. I can't. I just don't have any compassion for him at this point. And if people do, that's them. Maybe I should be kinder and gentler, but I don't have it in my heart to have compassion for him. I just don't. And that makes me a bad person. Don't watch me. I don't know what else to say, because like I won't feel differently about him. I won't. I just won't. And so I'm sorry. But let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Let's see here. Let's see here. That is true what Journey is saying, though, too. Just like in Egypt, where you are only raised to take children as brides and not know any other culture's ways. Now, there are cultural things that, let's see, until a person knows is wrong, they don't see the light, yet some grow up and learn it's wrong when they make the choice in free will what path to choose. Okay. Yeah, and Journey, I do appreciate. I see you're not saying that it's a fact, and I like I said, I don't know what the stats are. R. Kelly found that shit funny. It was a game to him to seek out young women. He thinks he's above the law. I think that at this point, I think that for sure after he got off on that child pornography charge, with the 13-year-old girl whose mouth he was peeing in. I do think that he kind of did have this feeling of invincibility about himself. I had an Egyptian so fired up at me on Cam and Yahoo about this discussion. Ladies, he was shaking mad when I set his ass in place. Ooh. Oh, Tammy. Let's see here. I told y'all before, when he met me, he thought I was a child with a curfew. He found out I was 24. He nicknamed me Grandma. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's beyond interesting. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. So the other thing that I did not get to, and y'all let me know if y'all have the details and y'all just want to like just talk about it, we can talk about it. But I saw that Ja Rule was trending about Firefest, and so I'm very unclear, 100% unclear exactly as to what's going on. It looks like from the videos that I was seeing that maybe he was the I guess like one of the organizers of Firefest, and I guess maybe people didn't come because like he's only Ja Rule. He's not like Jay-Z or even Kanye West, like some big name in rap music. And so like I guess like maybe he lost a lot of money, or maybe people who were going in on the event with him lost money. I don't know. Like I just saw his name trending, and then I saw people like writing things like Ja Rule is exactly what 50 Cent told us he was. And then I saw a video of a lady, I guess, was this to take place in Barbados or the Bahamas? I think it was the Bahamas, and she was saying like she, whatever $50,000 she had for her life savings, she was putting this into this event, and she lost it all, and then like everybody just left. Nobody cared about what happened to her, and I'm guessing that they're saying that Ja Rule is like behind this woman and maybe other people losing money on this Firefest. Do y'all know anything about that? Is this the first y'all have heard about it, and do y'all want me to do another story about it? Or if y'all have some details on it, well, y'all let me know. We're at 2 hours and 25 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'll let the stream go to 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I'll see if y'all have some info on that, or if that's something that y'all want me to talk about next week, and I'll get the skinny on it. Because I just saw it trending today, literally for the first time while I was putting my notes together for this stream. So y'all let me know like what's good, what y'all want, where y'all want me to go with that, or if y'all know anything about it. Let's see here. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hold up. Right Up Boy says, it is so wrong to think that in some parts of the world what he was doing would be legal. Yuck. Yeah, Lady B. I never saw the R. Kelly tape when it was a big deal, but I do remember being, what was this, the late 90s or the very early 2000s, and I remember hearing all the buzz about R. Kelly sex tape. R. Kelly sex tape is what people were calling it, but I remember also hearing, that like the main thing that people were talking about was this 13 or 14-year-old girl, and he was just peeing all in this girl's mouth, all over this girl, using this little girl like a toilet, and I didn't realize until I watched the documentary just how widespread the sex tape got. Because I remember hearing people saying like maybe they went online and they found it like on different sites or whatever, but I didn't realize it was like such a big thing that it was like a hot selling item to the point where, in barber shops, people, had, because it was on VHS, so it was a long time ago. It was on VHS, and people like, were saying, well, yeah, that's him. You can see his Grammys and his, music awards and gold albums and platinum albums in the background, and, whatever. Like, I remember there being debate as to whether or not it was him, but I always, and I didn't think about this until I watched the documentary, I always remember it being called a sex tape, not child pornography. Like, to me, when I'm thinking sex tape, like, Ray J, Kim Kardashian, two consenting adults. Not, I would not consider, a grown person having any kind of sexual dealings with a child a sex tape. But that's all that this ever was called, was a sex tape. The R. Kelly sex tape. Oh man, did you see the R. Kelly sex tape? No, I haven't seen the R. Kelly sex tape. That was always my reply. But I hear people, yeah, man, I seen the R. Kelly sex tape, and it's like that's not a sex tape. Like to me, that's not the definition of a sex tape. That is child pornography, and those are the charges that he was facing. Because of that tape. But I do think that because of how black girls are sexualized, no one cared to think, or not enough people were like, no, like that. Let's stop calling it that. Because if I'm thinking sex tape, I'm thinking maybe two willing participants, who are of consent, who are like making a video, but not a kid who's being peed on and peed in like that. That's not like black people, like we dropped the ball on it. I don't have another way to say it. I cannot put this nicely. Black people, we dropped the ball on the R. Kelly thing time and time again, and obviously it wasn't all of us, but it was too many of us. Black radio, hip hop and R&B radio dropped the ball several times. To look at Tom Joyner on that documentary, and to listen to him talking about how when he finally made the decision to stop playing R. Kelly's music after Tarana Burke, is that her name, the founder of Me Too, asked him to stop playing his music, then all of a sudden it was serious. But I remember that being one of the reasons that I stopped listening to the Tom Joyner Morning Show, was because he was saying that he didn't care what was going on. R. Kelly made Step in the Name of Love. We ain't stopping this music. We're going to play us some R. Kelly on here, and just making a big joke of it. It was a joke to Tom Joyner. But, I mean, hey, at least he did come around. I guess I can say that. But black people, we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball for these girls on R. Kelly. We got to deal with that. We got to deal with that. We did. And that's, I don't have a nicer way to put it. Yeah, right up, boy. It is disgusting to think that would be legal in some parts of the world. Tammy said, well, he was a teacher? He was a teacher, and talking about his 12-year-old student looking at him with encouragement like she was bride material. I told him, haven't you ever heard of hero worship? And that over in the USA? Okay, right. Wow. So a girl can't look at a man in an admiring way without him thinking she wants to fuck, in other words. Firefest was a mess last year. Remember the disaster in bologna sandwiches? I don't. I mean, it seems like I remember something, but I really kind of just am like having my first remembrances, if you will, of Firefest like this year. I don't really remember, and I'm not like big into like music like that, like Coachella and all these music fests. Like I don't keep up with that. I don't know what they are, but I did not know they were serving bologna sandwiches at a music fest last year. I missed out on that. Even his interviews after the docuseries. Oh, he took it as a joke still after the docuseries came out. Yeah, Poetry, I was saying I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past him to have like had watch parties for that documentary. He's such a narcissist. I heard about when it was happening. Just seems like a major scam. Okay, the Firefest write-up boy. Timmy says he would be considered a child predator, and he went off on me. And I said, if you ever looked at my child, that he would be dead. I don't blame you. Last year, not last time. Okay, so yeah, I didn't keep up with that. I gotta go see what's up with that. Because I guess, so did Netflix do a documentary on how bad Firefest was last year? Is that where all this is coming out? I'm gonna check my Netflix when I get off of here and see if that's what it was. Whose fault is it that he was allowed to continue after that? He should have been stopped then. True, Journey. The courts failed the victim, is what Poetry says. Yeah. I think social media has brought a lot to light that people should talk about. I agree, Tammy. I agree. For all the nuisance as social media can be, it can be good too. If it was a normal sex tape, it would not have landed him in court. Exactly right, oh boy. Okay, let's see here. So the Fire Fest was a disaster when the place was destroyed. They were stranded on the island with bologna sandwiches. Did you say, wait, 120,000 cost for the ticket, or is that 1,200? Because there's no commas or periods. So how much was this ticket for a music festival? Either way, however much I'm reading it, it's too much. Lady B says, but I don't know a kid that really wants pee in her mouth. I wonder if R. Kelly drugged her. I don't know. And I kind of do feel like some of these young girls, I'm not blaming them, but I do kind of feel like some of these young girls maybe did a little bit more than they would do with the average man because he was R. Kelly, you know, like, and that's what a lot of the girls in the video were saying. Like, I didn't want to upset him. So, like, you know, when he asked me to do things, I just did them. Bye, Rido Boy. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm already 4 minutes over the mark, over the 2 hour, 30 minute mark. So, because I was just trying to find out stuff about Firefest, and so we got off on some other subjects. Journey said that was an expensive sandwich. So it was $12,000 to be stranded. What was it on an island? Poetry. Okay, yeah. Okay, on the island. Was it in the Bahamas? Do you know where it was? $12,000 stranded on an island eating bologna sandwiches. That's what. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. So why are people talking about the old Firefest now? Was there a Netflix documentary that came out? I got to do some research because I'm still like, it was just odd that I saw Ja Rule trending, and I figured that maybe him and 50 Cent were going back and forth about something, but no, everybody was just like, oh yeah, he's a fuckboy, just like 50 said, or why he do this, and people were calling him scammer and all this other stuff. Okay, off the Florida coast. Okay, so, okay, wow, I gotta look into that because I just didn't know. I don't know how I missed that whole story, that whole part of American pop culture, but you all know me. If I don't see it on Twitter, it didn't happen because I just don't keep up like that with stuff. So hey, Ja Rule wax in. Oh, Ja Rule was in charge then. Okay, so it's someone else now, I guess. I guess he didn't get the opportunity to head the committee for Firefest this year after people got stranded and were eating bologna sandwiches for $12,000. Okay, anything else y'all want to talk about before I get off? Because I've already gone past the 2 hour, 30 minute mark, and I have a little time before it's time for me to feed my dogs. So y'all want to tell me anything? Y'all want me to tell y'all anything? Y'all pray for me for my test. I take my test on Friday, all day. And then I'll be able to get back on YouTube a little bit more regularly and watch YouTube and create content for YouTube and not just live stream. But even though I do like live streaming, I want to be the call-in live streamer, y'all. I really want my call-ins to pop off, so I will. I don't know if I will do it this week. I'm gonna try to commit to at least one call-in stream this week. And but like I'm just gonna be so geared toward getting my test done and out of the way this week. I don't want to make any promises that I cannot keep, but I am looking. Oh, I did hear about Soulja Boy going on the Breakfast Club, which you know I hate. But I did hear about him going on the Breakfast Club and kind of acting a fool and calling out Drake for having taken his style. I heard about him saying some things about Kanye. Now, I saw another interview. I saw another interview. Oh, thank you, Sharn. Sharn says she's been eavesdropping since she's at work. This has been a great session. Thank you so much, Sharn. I really do appreciate you. You should do hangouts on your channel. And you're not the first person to tell me that, Mrs. LP. I should, and I will get into all that. I guess I'm gonna need a better computer, or a computer with a better camera to do that. But yeah, I will. I will get into some more things. I just I gotta get myself focused and centered. Still trying to get into the studio by Valentine's Day. so that I can have, like just a new fresh setup, a new, everything. So I'm not just coming to y'all from this blah office, take y'all to a different setting. But what else? Soldier Boy, yeah. I heard him just kind of basically saying he did a lot like for the rap game that he's not getting acknowledged for, and that might be true. I really wasn't kind of into the rap scene when Soldier Boy came along, but apparently, like, as far as putting out music on social media like YouTube and SoundCloud, that's kind of one of the things that Soldier Boy has been known for being one of the innovators of, or one of the first ones to do it and make it big out of that. So he he is like does deserve more credit than he gets. I just don't know. I know that whatever that Soldier Boy, man, oh, watch me, that Superman, whatever. I know about that because I would see my nieces and my nephew doing that retarded ass dance. And then I like that song where he's talking about hopped about the bed, turn my swag on, took a look in the mirror and said, "What's up? Yeah, I'm getting money." Oh, and that's like everything I know about Soldier Boy, other than his fuckboy antics on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And so, like, it wouldn't surprise me if he does more. And I heard that like maybe he is kind of like on some Ray J type shit where he has some things going like with technology companies, and like did he have some kind of let's see, Ray J had the Scooty bike. Did Soldier Boy have some kind of bike or some shit, or like a Segway or something? I don't know, like some kind of deal with an electronics company for other things, and maybe he has headphones, like shit like that. Like he has other thing going on, and so okay, so Animation says that Soldier Boy did start what they are doing now, and Poach says he really did. He was a trendsetter, and so okay, that's good. Um, wait. Y'all should see Casanova check Soldier Boy about disrespecting women. Who's Casanova? Who's Casanova? Animations. I don't know who that is. And Mrs. LP says you would need two things with one camera and one to read comments. Okay, gotcha. Hi, Renee. Wow, the UK people are coming out. How are you doing, love? Sean says, I'd rather hear Drake than Soldier Boy, so Drake stole the music. I'm on his side. Okay, I must say, with that, I agree with you, actually, because I did hear him say that, like, Drake stole his flow. Drake stole this, Drake stole that. Wait, and didn't you make a comment earlier saying that Keena said that Drake stole from Soldier Boy? Let me see. I thought that you said that. Let me see. Keena say Drake did steal Soldier Boy. Okay, and then I also saw something. Ariana Grande was trending about some song called Seven Rings, and people were saying that she stole something from Soldier Boy, and she stole something from some other girl, and then the other girl who they were saying that she stole from, they were saying, well, that girl stole from another girl, and so I saw that they were saying that Ariana Grande stole something from Drake, and then something from another rapper as far as the visual for that video. So they just saying Ariana Grande out there stealing from everybody. So, yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, so the link that you dropped, is that who I was just asking you about animation? Okay, I gotta come back and look at the links on this video because I have to go back and look at the those MAGA teams and whatever this is, animation drop, which I guess is what I just asked him for. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know. Like, I don't keep up with Soldier Boy like that. So, hey, if he is the innovator that he says he was, then he does deserve some props, I guess I'll have to look at it because I've been seeing like they've been memeing the shit out of him since that interview. So like, and I don't know, like what, I guess he was calling out somebody's name and like really dragging out one of the vowels in somebody's name because like all this week ever since that interview, when things are happening with somebody, they're like putting someone's name in caps, and it's this picture of Soldier Boy turned to the side with that Gucci headband on, like, with his mouth open. So I guess like in that interview, he was calling out somebody's name. Maybe he was saying Drake. I don't know. So I gotta, I gotta see. But I did see a clip of another interview, not on the Breakfast Club because y'all know I don't like. Oh, he said Drake. Okay, okay. So that was like what I was like. Maybe I'm just like having to guess because I don't watch the Breakfast Club, and I hadn't seen like. I'm sure that somebody will have some snippets because I don't like to go to their social media to even give them clicks and views. But and so everything that I do see from the Breakfast Club, which is huge in pop culture. I mean, even though I don't like it, I can't deny the success of it. And I like to talk about things that happen on the Breakfast Club. I don't want to give them anything. So I'm always able to usually find snippets of something on YouTube or Twitter that have, just slides or, snippets from their interviews. So I'll have to find that. But I did see, like I was saying, an interview of Soulja Boy with some other outlet, and he was going in on Kanye, talking about how Kanye needs to stop being so uptight about people following his wife on social media because she's beautiful. He said that his shoes are trash, them Yeezys are ugly, and his clothes are basically like clothes that a bum would wear, and he out here charging $1,500 for these ugly ass shirts with holes in them, and the streets aren't checking for it. He's like, the hood is not checking for Kanye right now. It's like, I'm in the streets all the time. We ain't feeling Kanye. I kind of tend to believe what he said about that. So I'm just like, I don't know. Let's see here. 50 Cent discovered him. Okay, I didn't know that 50 Cent discovered Soulja Boy. I didn't know that. That's what they're saying. Animation's real that Ariana is out here stealing songs. Sean said Drake is not a thief. He's an innovator of acquired ideas. If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. You better defend your man. You better defend Drake, y'all. And I love Drake. I think he's definitely on some fuckboy shit sometimes, but I just like him. I just like him. Yeah, I don't defend the bad stuff that he does, but I think that he does more good than bad. And so I just, my heart is still warmed about the way that he came to this one particular girl in Houston who was a fan of his, and she was ill, and he just like flew to her, and spent time with her, and I'm just like, but when celebrities use their celebrity for things like this, like I kind of can't be too mad. And the way that he dropped all that money on those people in Florida when he went to go film his video there, like just things like that, like that's the Drake that I like to have in my head. But yeah, he'd be on some bullshit sometimes, but let's see here. Tammy says the only Breakfast Club I know was the movie, and I loved it. And I didn't see the Breakfast Club till I was in my 30s. My nephew and I watched it together for the first time. Like I said, y'all, I'll be late on the movies if I see him at all. And it's real. Soulja Boy said he's in the streets, and the streets are not checking for Kanye. I gotta see what interview that was, but that's what he said. So let me see if I can find that interview, because I'm not trying to see any Breakfast Club stuff unless I can find somebody else's clip. Let's see here, Soulja Boy. And Soulja Boy Ariana is trending still, or is still getting a lot of, let me see if I can find some videos of him. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is DJ Academic's show.
You twitch your stream on day off.
Let me see.
Y'all love the Asians in Nintendo. Y'all love the white people at Microsoft. Y'all love the white people at PS4.
Oh, no, this isn't what I saw.
I can bring you on board, and you can even have a DJ Academics game. You twitch your stream on all day playing Fortnite and shit. Hold on, but I support the black community. It's not a scam. Every game on here is licensed. It's 800 pre-installed games that are licensed. I sold $1 million, and one day Nintendo approached me. Why would they approach you? Come on, Academics. Why would they approach you? Because they're trying to see what the fuck going on. It's a young black
Bye,
kid
Mrs.
that
LP.
made $1 million within 24 hours, and our games are 100 bucks. We want in. Why you naming on the box? Yo, it's the first prototype. It's to cut me some slack. Like, man, I'm a black entrepreneur. Listen, my nigga, I done made $1 million off this motherfucking car. So look, check this out. Look.
Yo, why you
and you're right.
Businesses,
You're right. And you say 7 orders.
It says 7 orders for $212,000. Hold on, let me show the camera. I gotta show the camera.
Go ahead. I love it.
Here we are.
snake. I came from the bottom of the bottom.
Okay, I don't understand why the girl is challenging him on why he has so many businesses. That's a stupid question to me. Like, I'm with him on that. Like, why wouldn't I? Like, why should I just put all my eggs in one basket? Let me see. Okay, I think that this is the one. Yeah, okay, I'm not the only one. Poetry. Okay. That's stupidest thing. The way the girl asked him why do you have so many businesses? Why the fuck not? You retarded ass hoe? Shit. Okay, I think this is the one that I was looking for.
Shit music whack. Kanye, nigga call me or something, I don't know. But until then, I'ma keep picking on you, bro. You trash. Your music whack. Your clothes ugly. You crazy, bro. I ain't heard from Kanye in how long? Kanye, why I ain't heard from you? Why you ain't picked up the phone and call me? Why we ain't did no music? But you doing songs with 6ix9ine and getting shot at and shit? Man, fuck out of here with that stupid shit, bro. You wearing Trump hats, you doing cap shit, you crying on Twitter every week about Drake. Bro, your wife Kim Kardashian, bro, she beautiful. Every rapper in the rap game follow Kim Kardashian. How you gonna get mad at Drake for following Kim Kardashian? You little Wayne, you need to stop that, bro. You ain't Walt Disney, you ain't Steve Jobs, you ain't Elon Musk, you ain't did nothing but come out with a pair of tennis shoes. Who the fuck is Kanye West? Kanye ain't never dressed this fresh his whole career. He be wearing oversized homeless clothes and charging $1,500 a shirt and goofy shit. I'm really in the streets every day, bro, and we not rocking with Kanye right now. And it just is what it is.
There you heard it. He's in the streets every day, and we not rocking with Kanye. So let's see. Animation said DJ Academics is the definition of a snake. He was on the 6ix9ine bandwagon when he was doing all that stupid shit. Then he goes to jail, and he don't want no part of it. Yeah, I don't follow DJ Academics, but I don't have a good warm and fuzzy feeling about him. So that doesn't really surprise me. Let's see here. Poacher says Fortnite does owe him money for the Superman dance and Alfonso Ribeiro for the Carlton dance. Well, do they really owe Carlton, though? Do they really owe Alfonso Ribeiro for the Carlton dance? Because even he came out to say that he stole from Courtney Cox in that Bruce Springsteen video and Eddie Murphy in one of his stand-up performances. What I guess Eddie Murphy called it the white guy dance or the white man dance. And he put those two things together to come up with the Carlton dance. So maybe they owe Eddie Murphy and Courtney Cox, but not him. Because we talked about that on one of the live streams. And I don't think that he has a case because he came out in a TMZ interview to say that, he stole that dance. He stole those moves to create the ultimate white man dance because that's what he felt like Carlton was supposed to dance like. Journey says, Anime says, hell no, Carlton just trying to get into Bad Boys 3. I think he's just trying to get some kind of money from somewhere because ain't nobody really checking for his ass right now. Journey says, I think Alfonso should still get a piece of money even if he did steal it. He still made it his own, and that's what people are copying when they do it. Again, my opinion. Well, hey, it's all about opinions up in here. We're just sharing our thoughts, and nobody's getting attacked for voicing an opinion. But I don't feel like he should get a dime, and maybe it's just because I think he's corny and I don't really like him. But we talked about that in one of the streams, Poetry, and I played the interview where he said, well, I stole it a little bit from this and a little bit from that, and that's how I came up with it. And to me, both moves look exactly the same. I don't know that he had to fuse the Eddie Murphy with the Courtney Cox to create the Carlton dance. All three of them look exactly the same. So maybe they only owe Eddie Murphy because he did his before Courtney Cox did hers. I don't know. You don't like Carlton? Hello, Courtney. Yes, I'm not a fan of Alfonso Ribeiro. I don't know. I'm just not. He's mad corny to me. He just is. Well, that was that. So yeah, I had seen the whole Soulja Boy thing trending, and I just kind of forgot. Like, let me see. Do I have? I don't have my little scribble. I keep a little lined post-it thing with me throughout the week, and I kind of just, when I see something trending on Twitter and when I'm at work, I just scribble it down and write it so that Sunday morning I can just go through all my topics. And then I guess when I saw the Soulja Boy thing, it just didn't register to me, or because it was a Breakfast Club item, and I hadn't seen anyone just put out some clips that I didn't have to go to the Breakfast Club to watch. I just didn't make it a topic because I couldn't like find the footage anywhere else, and I don't want to support the Breakfast Club. Hi, Kanisha, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. We're about to end the stream. I'm actually 23 minutes over time, but I guess since I've been going, I'll try to make it 3 hours even. I think he deserves something too, like Luther music. Half his shit was remakes, but we credit them to him because he put his own spin on it. Well, I don't, but I mean, Luther would have paid someone the rights to use their music, like he's already like Luther wasn't just out there stealing songs or pretending like they were his. Like he had to like what's that the Carpenters song? Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? And then don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? He slowed it down, but he paid them to use that song. So it's not like to me it's not the same thing, but we recognize Luther with Whitney Houston, another remake artist. Most of her major hits weren't songs that were originals of hers. I believe the children are the future. That's not her. Dolly Parton's and I. That's not her. Like the songs that we really, really know her for are not hers, but some fees were paid, to the original artist so that she could use them legally, Luther snatched that song from the memory. Yes, he did. Luther, oh my God, did he? Did he? He did. That man. But Luther made them so well that most people are not testified would even know they were made for remakes. Yeah, like I mean he had a way of making a song his own. That is so true. Hell, I didn't even know some of his songs remakes. Oh yeah, and I just I like music, and so I study music, and so yeah, a remake usually I know like when it is one, but Luther had a way of doing it like nobody else. I must say. But okay. So anything else? We're at 2:55 now, and I've been saying I'm gonna get off for the last 25 minutes. But is there something else? So poetry brought up Soldier Boy. Anything else y'all want to talk about that I didn't talk about, or y'all want to talk about again, or talk about some more? I love Whitney singing. I will always love you. I still get chills when she sings that song. That woman just had such an amazing voice. She did. She really did. And then she didn't, right? Like, I don't know. I hate to see what she became. Sharon said Luther was thinking of some special times when he was singing. He had to have been. What else, y'all? Just keep her talking. Now, okay, poetry, you sit up here acting like animation's real now. Don't do me like that. Don't chingale me, man, now. And maybe that can be one of I'll just do a lazy stream. Y'all know I say I don't like that when people just come on and do like a Q&A session, but maybe I'll do that from one of my streams this week just so that I can do something. Was Freddie and Luther singing to each other. You better stop. Animation's real. No, they were not homosexual. Neither one of them. Not at all. Shut up. Me too, Ty. It's sad to see such a great singer go down. Yeah, it really is. And even Mariah Carey. Her voice, I thought, was everything just because of her range. And, she could get in that high octave and just, belt it out like Minnie Riperton. When she came out, Mariah can't sing to save her life today. Your streams are always good. Sometimes I'm saying that because I haven't rinsed either. Well, thank you, Journey. I appreciate that. Oh, Lord. Anything else, y'all? Let's see. Freddie Jackson, I don't think gets the credit that he did. He was something else, but he was overshadowed by Luther. Luther just had it on lock in the 80s. He was that king of R&B, that undeniable king of R&B, not in a Jacquees kind of a way, but that was just who that man was. That was who he was born to be. Ty in denial. I'm in denial. I know, right? Don't you say that about Luther Vandross being gay. That was a ladies' man. Oh Lord. Um, so yeah, y'all, we got 2 minutes to go. Y'all want me to talk about anything in particular before I get off of here? Anything y'all want me to talk about next week? Y'all, please give me some ideas for call-in topics. Review the Soul Train show with me. Okay, you want to go on and get it off the air? You don't think you're gonna like it? Is that what it is? Because y'all know, or maybe y'all don't know, Poetry and I, when we review the same TV show, the TV show gets canceled. So I will review the Soul Train show with you if you want. Like that'll be something for me to do. It'll be something to keep me, having to do something consistently. Anybody else wondering what's in the gift bag? Oh, it's plenty of goodies in this gift bag. I got a whole lot of things from some different contractors at work for Christmas, and I just like put everything in there. Now I put a couple of my own things in here at the top, but a lot of my contractors at work hooked me up for Christmas, so it's a nice little things in here. Maybe I'll do an unboxing or an unbagging of my my gift bag when I feel like cleaning up and putting my shit up. Let's see here. Um, I'm down for that though, Poetry. I need something to keep me consistent and something to get me back into recording for YouTube. So I'm down. I'm game. I'm game. What else, y'all? I guess that's it. I guess I'm going and in this stream, we got 30 seconds left, unless y'all can think of something for me to talk about. This muy interesado, and I can't think of anything. I should do an unbagging so y'all can see what the contractors gave me. What? No, Animation Real, I'm not waiting for you. You're full of shit. So anytime I ever see you say wait, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to do the exact opposite and not wait. Let's see here. So yeah, I'll go on and sign off, y'all. Thank y'all so much for kicking it with me on your Sunday. I appreciate that. I hope that I made your Sunday a fun day. And but I need call-in topics, y'all. I was going to do my ladies. Are y'all down to talk about women, cisgender women, transgender women, the differences, the names, how we move along, how we coexist? That was something that I wanted to do, and I said I was going to do 2 Saturdays ago. Didn't get to do it because I ended up talking about something else that was more topical. I guess the R. Kelly thing, I guess. And then yesterday, I just did not have the time. So much stuff came up, and so I just didn't get to live stream because y'all know I went to work, and then I went to the Veggie Fest. Am I staying away from YouTube street stuff? Always staying away from YouTube street stuff as much as I can, unless somebody brings it to me. I'm not going out in those YouTube streets. My hug host Sunday, and this is my favorite. This is my favorite day on your channel. Thank you very much, Tammy. I love having you around. Tammy is the best, y'all. She's just the sweetest sweetheart in all of YouTube land. I'm really thankful for all of y'all being here, though. Thank you for keeping the chat going. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting me with the thumbs up. I guess You Not Ready 365 and Mrs. L. Peter Gone, they have been so generous with my super chat donations, and I just really appreciate them for just coming through. Like when I'm talking about something that's popping or something that's not, they just hit up my super chat, and I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, hey, they tried to bring it to me, girl, and we had to get rid of a couple of chicas up in here for trying to start some drama. We don't do that in here. We disagree, but we don't do the name calling and all that bullshit. This is not going to be the place for that. This is going to be the place for fun and intelligent discussion, and maybe sometimes some gangster shit every now and then, because we just got to switch it up. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. And please, y'all, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up in my comment sections of my videos when y'all think of something that is going to be a good live streaming call-in topic, because that's really where I want to take my channel for this year. I want to be the call-in show girl, and so I need to have topics that are going to be controversial enough, diverse enough, that will, polar, extreme enough to have people having different opinions on stuff. So please, 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 you think of call-in topics that are going to be good, let me know. But we will talk about the transgender issue coming up this Saturday, as long as As long as I pass my test and I'm still in a good mood to be on YouTube, then I'll come on here Saturday and I'll stream and we'll talk. We'll have the call-in show about transgender topics. Okay, I love y'all. Let's see here. Okay. Journey email. Okay. So I can sign off now. I see y'all just talking amongst yourselves. I think that even after I sign off, y'all can still uh, hit each other up in the chat. So I'm going to go on and count it down from 10, and I'll watch to see in case any important comments coming on. Oh, stop fucking with me. Y'all, okay. I got you. Yes, they better not bring it to me. For real though. Okay. Here we go. I'm counting down. Thank y'all so much for coming in. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, thank you for being here, Mark. Thank you and good night. Did you get my... What? Thank you, Sharn. I hope you enjoy your day at work. Did I get your what? Now okay, poetry and animations are both fucking with me. You know what? You can keep typing because you can type in this chat after I log off from the stream. So, 65. Huh? Did I get your 65? What are you talking about? Are you trying to confuse me, poetry, so that I can stay on here longer? Did you get my 65? I don't know what that means. Animation's real, thanks. We'll read and respond after this live. Okay, Animation Real, what's your topic? And hurry up, because I gotta feed my dogs in a little bit. Oh, and poetry, what are you talking about? Or were you responding to somebody else saying 65? Okay, you don't have a topic. Shut up, Animation Real. I don't know why. You know what? You can text me. It's working. It's working. What's working? Why am I lost? Are y'all just saying things to confuse me so that I can try to figure out? End with the present time. No, I'll do this some other time. But I will shut it now. I have my coffee. I've been doing my coffee on Sundays from Shipley's Donuts. This is the best donut place in all of Texas. Yummy to my tummy. I got my coffee. And I'm signing offy. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love y'all. Just regular coffee. I'm glad y'all got a Shipley's. Animation's real. Yes, it is bomb. Injection. What? No, y'all just saying stuff now. I'm getting out of here. Going crazy on YouTube on MAGA Boys. Oh, lordy goodness gracious. Okay, Mark, thank you so much for coming in. I did appreciate having you here. I believe this is your first time here. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Have a good Sunday, a good rest of your weekend. Bobby Brown and Sue and Ja Rule. Animations, text me about it. We can talk about it next week. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a fantabulous Monday. For those of you who are off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, congratulations. Get some rest. Enjoy sleeping in. For those of you who have to work like I do, enjoy your Monday. Enjoy, everybody, your whole week. And y'all pray for me for my test on Friday. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers and send me love and light and all of that. And I will let y'all know about my test results. Maybe Friday afternoon, just depending. If I'm in the right mood, I might get on, do a little quick live stream on Friday. And but I'll plan to come on back on Saturday with a call-in stream about the whole transgender thing. And then, of course, Sunday. Oh, happy early anniversary, Tammy. 30 years of marriage, y'all. Give it up to Tammy. That is an amazing milestone. So congratulations to you, love. We love you. Congratulations. Seriously, like, that's huge. So that's huge. Y'all, everybody go and give Tammy some love. Go out there tomorrow on her channel and just hit her up with a happy anniversary and a heart from the Tested with Ty channel. Ty's testes. Y'all want to be my testes? Y'all. Anyway, I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next stream. Let's see here. Yes, thanks. Take a bow, but duct tape ain't. Ooh, hold up. Takes a well, it takes a bow with duct tape and a cast iron skillets. Cast iron skillets. You be going upside his head with skillets, girl. I don't want to be having to report on you in one of my abuse stories now. As long as the animals stay out of the appliances, it's all good though. I love y'all. I will see y'all. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all Friday at the latest. I'll try to get in maybe a Q&A live stream though, maybe Tuesday or Thursday night. And no, it won't be Thursday. Thursday I'll be cramming for my test as much as I can. So maybe Tuesday night I'll be back. But for sure, sometime between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, y'all know y'all see me. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Great rest of your weekend. Great week. Everything. Till I see y'all again. I love y'all. And as I take this test, I'll be visiting your channels more frequently. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, Sharn. You are hilarious. Bye, y'all.